Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Sim unboxing video. Okay, this is Tome of the Guardians. We've done a lot of episodes before. Who wants to tell me what happened last time?
It was a box. A dragon bone box. And somebody at this table, I'm not naming names, but it was Mallow, has a dragon bone key.
Yep.
That fits that box. We
Sure
found
do.
out at the end of the last session. That was the cliffhanger, and nothing else of interest happened. Wait, actually,
Excuse me?
Mallow confessed to Crozu, which was very cute.
And what had Crozu learned mere hours, minutes prior?
That Tam also liked Crozu.
And how is Crozu handling that information?
How is Crozu handling that information?
I'm sure they're fine.
Great, it's fine. It's fine. Everything's
Yeah,
fine.
they're very tough.
Everything's fine with Crozu. You ask
Yeah.
Crozu if there's a problem, they'll say no. Why would there be?
Oh, also,
Clud had
Karen-
caffeine.
Karim and Clud almost died.
Oh,
They got
yes.
exploded.
Oh, right, the flashback. Yeah, we found out what Elkin did while he was under mind control, and it was get up to shit. Get up to dangerous, lethal, try to kill the daisy chain shit.
Listen, mind control is such an ugly word.
It's literally what
merely
happened.
a suggestion for a prank.
I have many hashtag love wins in my notes from this session.
I think whoever it was, and I have a good idea who it was, used charm person.
I'm going to message you to see if we think the same thing.
Do you know who R thinks it is?
I think yes.
Yeah, because I'm pretty sure I know who R thinks it is.
I'm pretty sure I know who you think it is.
Okay,
and who
everyone
I think
just
it is.
say it. Everyone just...
Azuri.
one,
It's
two,
Azuri.
three.
Azuri.
Sorry.
I don't know.
That motherfucker's up to some shit.
Yeah.
We all they're
Okay, so
I don't know shit. I've had no suspicions
Okay,
whatsoever.
here we go. Blue Beetles, Blue Azuri.
That seems
Are you
racist.
that does seem quite interesting.
I did avoid
It is.
saying that because it seemed a bit stereotypical.
No.
But-
Hear me out. Azuri cares a lot. In my head, Azuri is very fashionable. Am I wrong?
Extremely.
Extremely fashionable.
Yeah.
Knows how colors go together. Knows a brand.
So you're saying color-coordinated beetles.
I'm saying they're color-coordinated beetles, and that Azuri knows their brand, and they're more dedicated to their brand than they are subterfuge.
Here's the
they're
reason why I'm...
Blue. The blue one.
I will say that Azuri is a night dart, and out of character, we know the night darts are the bosses we've been fighting, but in character, we still don't know that.
What color is Hannah's makeup?
It's blue. It's blue. It's blue.
I'm scared.
Yes.
I have themed the color of my makeup every single session from day one.
I love that.
I've suspected nothing.
But you hit us over the head with it this time.
Yeah.
It's going
In a very
It's
beautiful
been-
and scary way.
It's been blue and in increasing amounts of blue this whole arc.
The more beetles that are coming in, getting ready to kill us all. What I've called is a blue beetle mech that forms up like a Voltron and has Azuri sitting in the middle.
Sound delightful.
That sounds wicked cool.
No, where is the rest of him going to sit?
That's right. The rest
Where-
of hints. No.
Well,
It's
the
gonna be
rest,
like Voltron.
well, the rest of them.
Oh yeah, it's a Voltron, so they each get a bit.
One's the arm, another's the arm, one's the head, one's the chest, two more legs.
Yeah, Azuri.
Azuris form up into Mega Azuri.
It's like when they all form up Captain Planet, except instead of saying, like, water, spirit, or whatever the hell they say, it's just Azuri.
Like they make a Voltron.
Oh boy. Okay,
I
so
was just going off vibes. I didn't have any evidence.
yeah, honestly, I mean, some of the things Elkin said, I think, depending on the information we get, we can probably twig this session. I say that they're gonna fucking slaughter us this session, but we might figure it out before that happens.
They wouldn't
they
slaughter
do
us
that?
before we got to enjoy the festival.
Yes, hopefully.
I'm just saying, if I don't get to see the Rock Merchant before all things go to shit, I will buy it.
Yeah, good
Oh,
girl.
hello, Clover.
Hi,
Oh, your
Clover.
paws are so
You've come
wet.
to play. Have you come to take over Karin for R?
Yes.
She's a very good
Mhm.
Karin is running around town. R sent me with this information. Karin is running around town being very vigilant, and, like, very paranoid that bad shit's gonna happen. I have no idea why.
Mhm.
Yeah, basically just going on patrol, like,
Just looking everywhere.
And
That's
you also won an eating contest
on
last
brand.
week, Clover.
You
Yeah.
did win an
I can win an
Oh.
eating contest this session. I noticed that giant box of biscuits that Max knocked over, and I think I can help with that.
your brother is an asshole.
Yeah.
Did we miss anything, or have we summed everything up?
Claude had a lot of caffeine.
Claude did have a lot of caffeine.
A problematic quantity of caffeine.
Claude had a non-date with Cephas.
That was last time.
Oh, that was
Last
the
time.
session before. Sorry, let me go back.
Yeah. Well,
Well,
talking
there
about
was a
Cephas,
continuation of that
Cephas,
plotline.
He found
Cephas,
out. Sorry, go ahead.
Cephas found out from Krozu, who found out from over-caffeinated Clud, that Clud would really just like to try some more kind of, well, peasant fare, basically. Cookies and cupcakes and sweet, small things like that, rather than the expensive frou-frou he is accustomed to.
Mm-hmm.
If
Krozu
someone,
also.
were,
Sorry, go ahead. Sorry.
if someone were hypothetically planning a picnic. Go ahead, Alan.
Krozu found out that
Hey.
Janie knew the night darts.
Yes. I spent the longest time thinking that Janie was in the night darts, but it was her son. Her son was in the night darts.
Janie's so old. Like,
The
I
night-
mean that in a loving way, but like she's so old.
She is an
She's
elf.
an elf, my dude.
That's so
Elves could
crazy.
be like 1,000 years old, bro.
That's so fucking
Yeah,
crazy.
I will say, in terms of like my personal universe's lore on elves, typically, if an elf doesn't have like a super specific, highly critical higher calling, and I am not including government in that, most elves will kind of like voluntarily make room for the next generation at about 1,000.
Scientific true.
If they have not, like died via violence or something else. Because there's a big belief in like a very like active maintenance of making space for new ideas and like maintaining the natural order in elven culture.
So, like, they kind of ascend to a higher plane of existence.
Yeah,
so-
like it's not like it's
Like
it's very they go off to the undying lands. It's not so much. I mean, there's not literal undying lands, but
like Master Oogway in Kung Fu Panda.
yeah, like it's an ascension rather than a like
Oh.
full blown death.
Like becoming one with the Force when you're a Jedi.
Yes, that is probably the closest to what I have in mind that we've said so far.
So now we're all summed up, right?
Yes.
What's in the box?
But yeah, to answer your question, theoretically, elves can be any age up to and including 1,000. Although once you get to that point, you're a pretty goddamn old elf.
What's in
So-
the box? What's in the box?
The box.
What's in the box? What's in the box?
Okay, sorry.
Where we cut off last session, Mallow had won a mysterious box in the ring toss, had inserted and turned a key, and in the moment the lock clicks, we're going to zoom out.
Fucking rude.
Son of a
dude.
bitch.
What the fuck?
And we're,
Hannah?
That kills people.
and we're going to visit what the other party members are doing.
Oh. Why do you hate
Fine.
us? Why does Hannah hate us?
I'm doing nothing actually. I'm frozen in time. I can't physically move until the box is finished open.
If that's your decision, then so be it.
Oh
I do
no.
kinda want
Allie,
to. I want to see Jessica.
Oh,
I'm
no.
sorry.
please see
I'm-
Jessica. We want
Jessica.
Jessica.
I wrote down
Something-
things I
Listen.
wanted to ask Jessica.
Something tells me that hell is about to break loose, and that's why Hannah's giving us the opportunity. So let's do shit.
Listen, if you want to do nothing until that box is open, It is completely your decision to do that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, hell's gonna break loose. We better do
Yeah.
our shit.
All right.
What if I wanted to do something else?
Then we will flash back and you will do that.
Okay.
You had free time.
I was interested in seeing Geska, but like only tangentially.
Yeah,
Because I'm not into Geska lore.
Yeah.
That's cool.
As everybody else is.
You're gonna be as soon as you meet her.
Okay.
Okay.
She's delightful.
Yeah, you had free time prior to this, and we will say that you did the ring toss last.
Okay.
But yes, all of you have a free shift. Crozu, you are technically during this moment. You
I'm
are
on the
out.
kissing booth still.
Yeah.
I don't get my free shift until the last segment, I guess, if there are 3 segments of the festival.
There are 3 segments. Mallow in this moment is at the end of the 3rd segment.
Okay.
So
yeah.
you had the first segment free, which we covered last session. You will have the 3rd segment free, which we will cover this session.
Technically, I worked the first session on the art booth, and then the second stretch on the kissing booth, and then the third. I'm gonna try and cram in as many of my to-do list things as I can.
Okay. I'm actually going to start with Crozu because I think Crozu has the most aggressive to-do list.
You haven't seen the full list. You can cut me off at any time. I will.
We're going to bounce back and forth as we complete activities.
Yeah, that's fair. But what I mean to say is, I have a rather ambitious list. So if at any point you just have to go, that's all you can fit in, then I will accept that.
Okay. I appreciate that. What's first?
Let me check my list. Okay, so actually, the very first thing I want to do, Crozu's feeling like they have a little pent-up energy, a little pent-up tension, anxiety, no particular reason. They're gonna go see if one of the Osri simulacra is manning something like a strength tester or something where Crozu can take a big hammer and hit something.
What about a therapy in 10 minutes booth?
That is actually not available. But there is a test your strength booth.
I'll make a beeline for it. By the way, nothing else wild happened at the kissing booth, right? I didn't get any other love confessions.
There's just a line of like every
person in the game.
Town.
No, I think you got a kiss on the cheek from one of the members of In the Rough, unless that was Mallow. I can't remember.
No, I got a smooch from Onyx or Steelix. Also one from from Mother Griselda on the forehead.
Yes. But neither of those were accompanied with any deep feelings of romantic love. They were just like,
Good.
oh, hey.
Good.
We support you.
2 is, I think, sufficient.
Yeah, that's enough to be getting on with. Yeah, I go ahead, after I switch off with Elkin, and let Elkin know not to let Rook do any salesmanship.
No reason.
Yeah, I go and find a strength tester. Is it an Azuri who is running it, is the question.
Yes.
Fantastic. I will, yeah. I'll say, hi, how much to hit something real hard?
3 coppers, darling. Step right up.
I will pay the 3 coppers. Are there, like, prizes, or is it just, bragging rights?
There are some prizes if you get the bell to ring. They're nice, but nothing, like, magical or extremely mysterious. It's just like some like there you know what there is though?
What is there?
If you can ring the bell 3 times, there is one box that is a rare limited edition My First Familiar.
Fuck.
Now you have to do it.
Yeah, I do. Okay, I'm going to be spending...
You do have to ring the bell 3 times.
I'm going to be spending a bunch of coppers.
No, three total successes.
Okay.
I'm gonna just note down in chat how many coppers I'm spending, if that's okay.
Okay.
Okay, so Krozu will, like, take the hammer, they're gonna, like, they kind of, like, feel out the weight, feel out the balance of it, so they kind of know what they're working with, and then they're gonna, like, walk away, and then take, like, 2 steps, run up, and bang, down on the strength tester.
I want you to make me, I'm going to say it's an athletics check with advantage.
Ooh, thank you. I'm just double checking that my athletics is 2. It is. No on the first. 12 is my highest. I don't think I...
No. You get a respectable amount of the way up. It goes up to about 12, and you hear it go, whoop.
Krozu does not settle for this. Krozu says that Krozu fishes out another 3 coppers and says, "Can I do it again?"
You're like slamming them down, like, give it again.
As many times as you like, dear.
Okay. I used the same technique as before. It's a 16 that time. Does that come with advantage again, or is it just as it comes?
Yes. I believe you have thoroughly described your technique enough that I will give you advantage on these. I will also remind you asked me several questions earlier about this particular event. And I stand by my rulings on those questions.
Okay, let me just check what the questions I asked were. Oh, wait, do you just mean today?
Yeah, I mean, you asked me, like, a couple weeks ago.
Yeah.
At the end of last session. But as far as the rules of this event goes, you do need thumbs to grasp the hammer.
Oh, yeah, no, I'm not going to shapeshift, don't worry.
Yeah, but anything you do to enhance your own physical abilities is considered fair game.
I'm gonna... Okay, hang on, let me just check what I can use. I'm going to... Krozu, without really thinking about it, kind of huffs a little, shakes their shoulders, and their earring glows, and I have cast Enhance Ability Bull Strength.
Okay.
Which gives me... Oh, no, wait. Actually, I'm not sure there's any point in that, because what it just does is give me advantage, which I already have.
I've always allowed triple advantage.
Okay, thank you. Okay, we'll try that again. I put down another 3 coppers.
Mm-hmm.
I'm getting taken out by a dirty street dog over here.
21.
You slam the hammer into this thing, and you hear a very loud, clear bang as it shoots straight up.
Hell yeah.
And Azuri says, you're pretty sure this is Azuri 4? And Azuri 4 says, "Oh, well done, darling. Would you like a prize now, or would you like to try for one of our bigger rewards?"
I'll try again. Oh no. The best I do on that one is 9.
Your muscles are sore from, like, the reverberations of how hard you hit the lever that time, and you just kind of go, oof, and it takes you a second to readjust, and you hear... I can't make that noise.
Tutting.
Yeah.
I kind of set the hammer down for a second and lean on it. Whew. I guess I overdid it a bit there. Hey, sorry, I'm not sure if we've met before. I've met one of you before, Osri.
Indeed. I believe you met Azuri II.
Yeah, I was just wondering. This is gonna sound like a bit out of nowhere, but have you heard of something called the Night Darts before?
Have I heard of something called the Night Darts?
Oh, it's just that your name, or at least someone else called Azuri, name has come up in in conjunction with that topic, and it seemed like a unusual name, so I just thought I'd check on the off chance.
It's a very common name in tiefling culture, dear. I'm sorry if that's misled you.
Oh, okay. Insight, Hannah.
Thank you. I'm over here just like.
I'm not good at insight, but I can at least try.
Triple advantage, right? I heard we were doing triple advantage.
We're not doing triple advantage on insight.
Why
There's
not?
no
Listen,
because Krozu doesn't have.
Listen.
Krozu
It's
didn't.
the strength of
Krozu
the mind.
didn't.
It's the strength of the heart. Look at this man. Or look at this being. Krozu has the
Nat
heart.
20.
Alright, never mind.
Okay, well,
Yeah, I'll shut the
they
fuck
got
up.
a 2, so they are lying. They have definitely heard of the night darts with a nat 20. I will give you. They are in general a very accomplished liar. This particular role notwithstanding, but they also were not expecting to be asked this question. And you can tell that not a lot of things happen that Azuri doesn't expect.
Oh, okay, so I guess you don't know about Lady Grey or Viola or damn, what was the other one called? Hang on.
I'd like to chip in here.
What was that, Allie?
Like perhaps Osri wants to chip in here and provide the other name that you're looking for. I'm not here though.
Azuri's getting a different die. That's what's happening.
I think that die is perfect, actually. I think that's what Osri deserves.
Deserve is such an interesting concept.
Krozu does actually struggle for a bit. They go Viola or what was the other one? Xanathar.
Xanathar is quite famous.
Xanthos, that's who I was thinking of.
Ah. I can't say I've heard of him.
Oh, is Xanthos a boy's name?
I suppose most elves would consider it gender neutral.
So I suppose you meant you haven't heard of them.
Yes. What did I say?
Oh no, I must have just misheard. I'll do another shot now if that's okay.
Of course.
Holy shit, guys.
I can't believe Bucky's in the bathroom.
Time someone does some big shit. Over.
Bucky also does some big shit. I mean,
I know that you're not literally calling the episodes this, but I swear to God, we're gonna have to write Butt Stuff Part 2 as the title again.
unfortunately, I rolled like shit on that one as well. So
okay.
the highest I got was a 9.
Seems like you're worn out, dear, and having a pretty hard day. Tell you what, you've done a lot for the festival. Why don't I give you this, my first familiar, and you toddle off.
This whole time that I've been pooping,
Yeah.
you just gave up on. They just gave up on you.
Yes. Well, listen.
Well-
You missed some stuff, but yes.
I had to.
You missed Krozu.
Azuri would very much like Krozu to free up the strength test station for literally anyone else.
Because Krozu asked Osri about the night darts.
And Azuri rolled a 2.
And Osri rolled really badly, and now Krozu knows they were lying!
Krozu nat 20. And you were in the bathroom again.
Why do I keep doing this? Why is my butt like this?
Okay, yeah, I'll accept the my first familiar as a bribe to make me go away.
For now.
They say, truly you've done a wonderful job, with this festival. And,
Well, thank you. Same to you. You've been the busiest out of all of us.
oh, I do my parts.
And I mean you collectively. I'm so sorry if I'm not. I don't meet many simulacra, so I'm not sure if I'm being respectful or not?
Oh, plenty respectful. It sounds odd to say I'm not a person, but I'm not. I don't have a soul. I don't have individual thoughts. I have free will, but I think the same thoughts as Azuri Prime, and I perform the same actions that Azuri Prime would in my place.
I see. That's fascinating. Thank you for taking the time to explain to me.
Of course. I'm always happy to educate.
Of course. Hey, Hannah, before I go, would you say that Azri has quite a soothing voice?
Yes.
And would you say that Azri... I mean, what kind of height would you say Azri is? Like, would you say roughly the same height as Krozu?
Yes, I would say as tall as Krozu, not quite as tall as Mallow.
Yeah, Krozu is taking note of this.
Think about.
Okay. But yes, Azuri has a very sort of soft, soothing voice. Very sort of refined and educated. And the kind of voice where you can tell there's a lot of performance training that goes into it. Even if you did catch them on quite a bad lying day.
She's heisting?
What's she heisting?
Clover, what are you doing? You're making such a noise.
You're the worst heister.
Okay.
Like,
Clover's trying to steal the coveted ram horn from Max's stash while Max isn't here, and she's
She just keeps dropping it.
really beefing it.
she keeps rolling
Let's
that
just
once.
say she and Max have both done very noisy heists today.
She abandoned it. She was like, "Oh, well, you're leaving. I don't want it anymore."
Yeah.
And I clearly can't take it anywhere because my mouth's not big enough.
He horn too big for he got dang mouth.
Baby. You have a very big mouth. Don't you let anybody do otherwise.
Okay.
She's not gonna go up on you.
As a indication of how distractible Krozu is at the moment, they don't open the limited edition or My First Familiar right away. They put it in their knapsack for later.
Okay.
Oh my god. I just remembered the last time we encountered my first familiars.
The My First Familiar line has never been cursed.
They're
They're just all limited edition now.
Fair enough.
That's true. Fair enough.
they're good plushies,
They're all
Brent.
collectibles. They're going to be worth a fortune in a few years.
Not the Crozy Cruise, that specifically.
Obviously. Crozy wants their own collection.
Krozu needs to gain a fortune so that they can collect them all.
Yes. Crozu's the opposite. They're a collector.
Krozu's next stop is probably going to be is Medalkin. Not Medalkin. I do want to see Medalkin, but I also want to see if Darksteel's got a alchemy shop stand set up. But we can come back to me.
She does. It's over by the petting zoo. And I think we're gonna take a turn in the rotation and then come back to that.
Sounds good. Thank you. I'm just going to
There's
grab my
been a
notebook.
safety barrier erected between the newly restocked potion stand and the petting zoo.
You'd hope, wouldn't you?
Mm-hmm.
That seems like a good idea.
Yeah.
Like, they're not going to make that mistake again.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Let's go to Clud.
Okay. Is it, during his break, is it at any point time for the picnic, or
When are you thinking the picnic's gonna be?
I wasn't quite sure. I don't know if they actually wanted to schedule it.
I thought
I think-
the day after the festival.
Yeah, I think
Okay,
the
it was the
invitation
day
was the day
after
after the festival because Cephas likes you a lot. Cephas needs to make money at
Of
this
course.
festival to be able to afford to go to the next festival.
Of course. I think I misremembered or
You're fine.
misunderstood. So yeah. He is, let's see, so at one point when he had some free time last session, he did a kind of a he already did a flyover, so he doesn't Well, and plus, Karin's kind of got that covered, so I don't think he feels like he needs to do it again.
Yeah. As you're kind of wandering around the festival, deciding
Sorry.
what to do next, you pass Karin wearing one of those T-shirts that say "staff," and kind of bitterly doing a little bit of guard duty for the Temple of Palor during what was supposed to be his like free time. He doesn't look too miserable. He does have a big turkey leg, but like he definitely got caught by one of the superiors who was like, "Hey, we're understaffed on security."
It do be like that sometimes. Let's see. Trying to think if there would be any like fun prizes that he. You know what? He's gonna get a turkey leg. He mentioned last session that like he wants like the peasant food. And he wants the fried turkey leg. He wants it so bad. He's been wanting it so bad, and he's really excited for it.
And now he's gonna fucking get it.
He's gonna fucking get it.
Dreams do come true.
Dreams do come true. He's finally letting go of his prejudice towards things he deems
Poor people.
lower class than he was brought up.
Mm-hmm.
He's getting there.
You want meat? We've got meat.
I would love some meat. In fact, like I've been seeing lots of those fried turkey legs. I'm so interested.
We do got those. You weren't going to ask if we had anything else, were ya?
Isn't all you have meat?
That's right. This kid gets it. He gets it. We just sell meat. Here's your big turkey leg. I'll give you a discount.
Oh, thank you. How much?
It's gonna be 15 copper with the discount.
He asked for 15 copper.
Yeah.
Oh, just mark that down. I
Do you
forgot.
Do you have your notes?
I forgot to take my sheet out of the bag, and now I don't want to make noise.
I'm gonna mute us real quick.
Okay.
All right, we're back on. Thank you for your patience, Sally.
No worries.
The person behind you hear them say, "Ooh, I'll have one of those turkey legs too, and maybe a side of fries." And you hear, "Excuse me, a side of fries?" And you escape, wandering the festival. There is still a line that you can see from the meat stand just wrapped around Snurt's stand, which you recognize by the big
By the egg.
Okay, but is Snurt there? Is he visible?
Snurt's there?
Look at me. You could do it. You could see. You could perceive Snart.
Yeah, he's gonna try to like. He's trying to like gauge the situation, and part of gauging the situation means trying to look over people's shoulders, to fluttering over people's shoulders, to see if he can see Snurt.
Okay, make me a perception check with disadvantage.
Yeah, but he gets triple advantage.
Don't
right?
touch my dice.
I'm sorry. I don't know. I forgot again. I'm sorry.
Do you want?
Here's the D20.
This one has a bird in it, so
I do
That's
like
that's very good. Yeah.
Okay. Perception. All right, that's a 12.
That's a 2.
Does a 4 do it?
you're not going to believe this, but no, it doesn't.
You're saying third?
You can't even see what Snurt is serving. Although you do see a lot of people leaving with those little like
Egg pops.
yeah, well, no, that would imply that you knew what Snurt was serving. They're leaving with those little, the like red and white paper trays.
Mm-hmm.
All of them completely empty, just crumbs, and all of them talking about how great the food was. No one has even said the name of the food. You are totally lost. This has created more mysteries than it solved.
That's gonna wait in line.
That's what you're doing with your time.
He wants the eggs.
All right.
He wants to know why the eggs are so good.
All right. You get in line. And how is Rook doing?
Rook was on the way to check out the purple and gold carriage.
Okay.
Also wanted to swing by the... Rook also has a list of things to do, but it's not nearly as productive as Crozier's list. It's just like, oh, it's a festival day. Surely nothing bad will happen. So
I don't know why you guys are so convinced that something terrible is going to happen at this festival.
Your makeup.
It's just that you're
Listen.
so hot.
anything that
Thank
might be
you.
terrible that's going on at this festival, it's going right over Rook's little head.
Mm-hmm.
Rook is going to I want to see I can do it. Bo. I want to see Bo because I have the allergy potion,
Mm-hmm.
and I want to go see the gold and purple cart because Cephas teased it as something cool and interesting.
Mm-hmm.
I'm also interested in the rock merchant. I heard some good things about rocks,
Mm-hmm.
and I like rocks.
You passed by Clud in line for eggs.
Yeah. I'm gonna high five Clud as I pass.
Cool. Very cool.
Yeah.
Should I get you some eggs?
Yes, please.
I don't know what Snurt is selling.
Whatever Snurt has is going to be delicious. I want two.
Very good. It's my treat.
Oh, thank you.
He's feeling very peppy today. No reason.
No reason. What of those things is closest?
Okay. If you're by Thnurt's cart,
Mm-hmm.
you are also close to the rock merchant.
I would love to say hello to the rock merchant.
Okay. The rock merchant doesn't have a cart so much as a pile.
Okay.
There is a small sign stuck into the pile. The sign simply reads, "Got racks."
Nice.
And the rock merchant is a small reddish kobold hunched over the pile and occasionally gesturing to passerby, saying, "Got racks. I got racks.
Hello. I heard that you have rocks.
I do got racks.
Is it okay if I see them?
Hair racks."
They're beautiful. Do I see any rocks that stick out to me in particular?
Make me a percentile roll.
Percentile roll.
Exciting.
Oh, exciting.
Mm-hmm.
That is a 37.
Okay. Okay. Among the rocks,
Mm-hmm.
you find a lump of very kind of dull grayish metal that feels not like squishy soft, but like very soft for a metal. A little lighter than it should be for its size. And the rock merchant says, "Careful with that. Don't eat it."
Don't eat it? What kind of rock is it? Oh, like a explosion rock?
Yeah. Don't get wet.
Don't get the rock wet,
Mhm.
or it'll explode.
Yeah, mouth wet makes it go boom. Or regular wet.
How much for an exploding rock?
Eh.
Is it the potato bag?
I could put it in the potato.
You're going to put the thing you shouldn't eat in the same bag as a thing you could eat?
You're not supposed to eat a potato raw.
You're not
Unless you have
supposed
sexual
to.
urges.
Well,
Yeah, you can eat it raw to quell your raw sexual urges.
that's fair. Anyway,
Clark needs to do that sometime.
The rock merchant says, not very good for eating. I give you 5 gold.
Michael? Okay, yeah.
Or better rock. Tastier.
Don't
Would the
know
rock
that.
merchant accept a potato as a tasty rock?
I pull a potato out of the sack. Is this a tasty rock?
It's a fossilized potato.
The rock merchant snatches up the potato. Smell like dirt.
Is that good for me or bad for me? And roll in that one.
Delicious.
Nice.
Boom rock is yours.
Potato is rock.
Thank you.
Take this free also.
Oh, thank you. What did I get free also?
Roll another percentile.
36.
Okay.
That's awfully close. That's literally one off.
It's yeah, it's just the second one.
Okay.
Mm.
Boom rock.
Ooh, boom
Two.
rock.
And what this actually is a chunk of raw sodium metal. So sodium in its pure metallic form will tarnish really quickly when exposed to air, but it's soft enough that you can actually cut it with a knife. And if you put it in water, it has an instantaneous high heat reaction. It lets off this red fire, and it kind of like explodes the water.
What the hell?
It's pretty cool.
It's extremely cool. Hey, I have a question for you. Do you?
Yes.
If I show you a rock that I have, could you look into its soul and
Yes.
tell me what it says?
I have a gift for everyone.
Of course.
I have this flat gray and black river stone.
Okay.
That's inscribed with an unknown arcane symbol that's cool to the touch. I think that it's a lucky rock. I just want to make sure. No reason.
Hannah.
Oh my God.
Again?
That's another nat 1.
Didn't taste too bad.
You did eat my rock? My luck rock?
Wasn't cursed.
You know, that real quick. That's for day reroll -5, never mind.
Oh my god!
Rube will be like, you know what? That's fair.
I deserve that. After all the things I've bitten to test if they're cursed.
Do you have any rocks, perhaps, that you would like to trade for that delicious meal that you just had?
Roll persuasion. Because as far as they're concerned, you offered them a free rock and said if you tell me what this says, it's fine.
Okay. I said, okay, so it's a 14 plus 1 plus I get times 2, so 6, 7. So it's okay, tell me if I'm doing this right. I have a times 2 proficiency notice I think I got from like the diplomacy thing, which means it's plus 6 because it's a times 2 proficiency, and then I get my plus 1 for charisma. So with the 14 that I rolled,
I blacked out. Just roll whatever you want.
Okay.
Okay. Well, the rock merchant got a 4, so.
Should I roll a percentile
Yeah.
time?
One more time.
Okay,
And if you get a 36 or 37, just re-roll.
95.
Okay. They say, here, this one too crunchy, and hand you a sparkling white gem.
Ooh.
Didn't like it. Chip tooth.
Is it a diamond?
I don't know. Is it?
Can I roll something to find out?
Yes. I will let you roll. I think the most relevant skill for you would be Tinker's Tool.
Ooh, heck yeah. Okay, so Tinker's Tool. Would this be a wisdom Tinker's Tools?
Wisdom or intelligence? I'll let you pick.
So plus 20.
Yes, you think it's a diamond worth approximately 300 gold.
Holy shit!
You were
Thank you so
compensated.
much.
A rock merchant's not terrific at bartering today.
Doing his best.
Be like that.
He's out on the new moon.
All right. I'm going to thank the rock merchant for his time, and I will go on my way to the next place on my list. But if this is a good time to transition, I'm also happy with that.
It depends. Is the next place on your list Jessica?
Whatever makes sense. I'm happy to do whichever one is like on the way.
Okay.
I definitely want to see Jessica before I go, but I also want to pass this on to them.
Okay. And what's Mallow doing?
After gambling her feelings away.
Yeah, I was to say, y'all gave Krozu a lot of shit for hitting stuff. Mallow gambled with real money.
Mallow has a
I
vice.
spent 15 copper. That's less than a single gold.
That's like one turkey leg if you impress the meat merchant.
I spent 25 gold on gambling.
Uh-huh.
But that's fine.
It was fine.
Listen, it was fine. I have feelings and now they're gone.
Cured.
You're cured.
I'm cured.
You can undiagnose yourself.
I'm normal now.
That reminds me, I don't know how many of you besides R have played Cult of the Lamb,
Oh,
but they have a very good game called Knucklebones that I want to introduce the next time we try gambling.
Sick.
I do love Cult of the Lamb.
Anyways, Mallow wants a tattoo now.
Okay.
To further dull the pain.
You had
Oh
to
yeah,
kill me.
it's Krozu. It's Krozu who has all the problems. Uh-huh.
I was literally just about to say that this feels more damaging
I was gonna say, Krozu also wants to get a tattoo, but they have been wanting to get a tattoo before all this suitor stuff.
I mean, Mallow also wanted a tattoo before this, but like now it's like really a moment to get one.
Yeah, I was just about to say that like Mallow dealing with her feelings feels less destructive than trying to win your favorite toy.
I think you mean more destructive.
I was gonna say less?
I did mean more destructive. I'm sorry. I don't know why my brain did that.
It's okay.
Okay. Yeah, are you headed off to find Medalkin's tattoo tent?
Yes.
Yeah. She greets you very cheerfully. Says, "Hello.
Hey.
It's good to see you, Mallow.
Good to see you.
You look totally normal." and I don't see any consent issues with giving you a tattoo right now.
Sick.
As long as you give me money.
I want around my left wrist a circle of small daisies.
That's very cute.
It's very good.
Okay.
I don't care if it has a spell in it.
Okay.
She
says, "Okay. Would you like a spell in it?"
Can a spell be put into it after? I mean, I assume you'd have to go on the needle again, but like.
Yeah, I mean, I could certainly tattoo in and around it. If I could lay preparatory runes without actually like giving
fine.
them commands. If you think you'll be interested in a spell later.
Yeah, I want a circle of daisies.
Okay. Yeah, I can totally do that. And like I said, I am not worried about your mental state at all. So we'll get a tattoo.
Seems like a great time for you to get a tattoo. Very normal and healthy.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. How much is it going to cost?
It's going to cost you 25 gold for just the tattoo, and then there will be an additional cost based on the level of spell that gets put in the tattoo.
Oh my god, it's happening. Daisy chain wrist tattoos.
Yes.
And she does have like special arcane inks that can detail like feathers and things.
Is my tattoo the equivalent of getting a dolphin on your ankle? Maybe, but like I like it.
I think we were planning on getting group dolphins on our ankles, so
We're all gonna get.
We're gonna like get. It's a daisy chain.
Yeah,
It's it's
like
deep and meaningful.
it's a friendship bracelet that you carry with you to the rest of your life.
Yeah.
As you head in, you actually see I forgot their names, but the two guys that were the very first Love Wins.
Oh my
you
God.
see them leaving hand in hand with dolphins on their ankles that match. And when they stand next to each other, the dolphins are kissing.
That's so cute.
The men that we got paired up at the restaurant.
Yes, whose names I have forgotten because it's been a year.
Hannah, when the dolphins are kissing, when they're standing next to each other, do they make a little heart shape?
Yeah, there's actually minor illusion loaded into it, so it makes a little heart with sparkles when they touch their ankles together.
Because, like, if you put two dolphins side by side, it makes a heart.
Mm-hmm.
It just, like, Mallow's just like, oh, it did work out.
Yeah, they're doing great.
Yeah. Oh, that's right, he was going to build a houseboat for them to sail off on together.
And they did.
And they did, and now they're here.
Yeah, they're in port for the festival.
Willard and Jimmy.
It was like one of them was Jimmy.
Yeah. Willard is the one that's building the houseboat.
And Jimmy's the one that believes in jellymen.
Yeah. Willard
Right.
and Jimmy wears his as an earring.
They're the fellows you met in Ogashu before Krozu joined the team, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
They're in love.
Good.
Even Claude was on Team Love Wins. And this was before character development kicked in.
Glad can't help it, he's still being played by Bucky.
How dare you? Fuck, I need to make
Okay.
a meme.
So that's going to take you a good little while. So you're going to sit there very patiently. Make a Constitution saving throw for me. It's not going to affect whether or not the tattoo's finished or anything. It's just going to affect how badass you look while you're being stabbed.
That's so valid.
This is the most important role you're ever going to make in your entire life.
It's such an important role, bestie.
With a saving throw, right?
Yeah.
Okay. 17.
Yeah, you sit like a rock, dude.
Yeah.
You do great. You hear her say, "I'm really proud of you. This is like difficult work, especially on the wrist. A lot of people are really sort of freaked out by it. And she goes on, and you see like someone who had poked their head in to maybe get a tattoo, as she's giving like a detailed explanation of all the nerves and things, just kind of backs up and leaves.
Just like the Homer Simpson
Right back
random
into the head.
edges.
So we're gonna leave Mallow there for a minute, and that means we are back around to Crowzoo.
All right, I'm fucking ready. I want to check in and just well, first of all, I am going to note with some relief that there is a barrier between the petting zoo and the alchemist stand. Hey, Darksteel, how's business?
Booming.
Excellent.
Not like that. That was all.
Root. Right.
Just
yeah.
regular good.
Regular good.
Business is good and doing well. And I am really sorry about the potion cart.
Yeah.
I mean, sorry for me also, because it did represent a lot of value and reagents, but also sorry for you guys, because really I should have thought of setting up a splash barrier.
Well, you've got one now, which is good.
Yeah, and at least I know the fireworks are in safe hands. Nothing can happen with those.
Yeah,
so you guys
who has the fireworks now?
Well, you guys set them up, but I think Azuri's in charge of setting them off.
Okay. I meant to ask, actually, who all knew about where the fireworks were going to be transported through? Like, was it like just you and Azri who knew about it, or were other people part of organising that as well? It just always seemed like an odd decision to move them through the through where the petting zoo was, and right next to the stand, and I was just wondering who was involved in coordinating that.
Darksteel is briefly distracted by a dirty street dog, and then you see in the background Karin in the staff t-shirt running after it, going, "Give that turkey leg back! Give it back!" But he seems to be doing okay. And when attention goes back on the question, she says, I mean, I don't think it was especially odd. This is the main way to get places. It would almost be stranger to go around. But as far as your question goes, I suppose I knew Nobby and Lockjaw knew, but they're not sentient. I worked it out with Azuri, the members of the planning committee. Janie knew. A lot of people are required to requisition fireworks. Whoever does the city budget.
Okay. Yeah, no, that's fair. I just I was just vaguely curious about it.
Yeah, I'm sorry I couldn't help you narrow it down anymore, Crowzoo.
That's
I
okay.
realize it caused a very trying day for all of you.
Listen, if we had been more careful, then things wouldn't have gone the way they did. It was, but, you know, like you said, you got the splash guard up now. Can I take some healing potions while I'm here?
Oh, sure. I'll give you 5 gold off, friends and family discount.
Oh, thanks, Darksteel. That's generous of you. How much would it be for 3?
They're gonna be 45 gold a pop. So
okay, I'll go ahead and get 4, which would be 90 times 2 is 180. So I'm going to drop 180 on healing potions. Okay.
Before you do that, I'm not saying you shouldn't have healing potions, maybe in the immediate future, but no reason. But I do want to remind you that you guys have some herbs and things saved up that you have not yet brewed into healing potions.
Duly noted. Healing potions don't go off. We're going to need them at some point, and I'm doing okay for money.
4 potions it is.
Oh, yeah.
I love this bird.
I will go ahead and put those in my knapsack carefully. And this part is like off screen, but I go and check in on the animals.
Yeah.
No reason.
Yeah.
And I maybe go and see how the boa is doing and making sure it's getting cuddles.
When you go in, the boa is contentedly wrapped around 5 or 6 little children. And you see that the petting zoo in general. Go ahead and roll me a perception check.
You bet.
To do today is weighted with the
Anticipation.
extremely boss makeup makeup that you're wearing.
Oh, there's boss music too.
Oh, I know.
Obviously.
I'm sorry, gang. I only got 5.
That's
Okay. Yeah.
Some things should be a mystery. A fun surprise for us later.
Yeah. Boas aren't capable of purring, but this one basically would be purring contentedly. It is just draped over these children, looking so thrilled.
We finally have friends who want to cuddle.
Yeah.
And give hugs.
I am just gonna look around and make sure that the children have guardians nearby who is aware that this is happening.
Okay. You're deliberately looking for it, so I'm going to give you a perception reroll.
Oh, thank you. Oh, that's what the... Okay. Watch me roll a 2 again. It's a 16 this time.
Okay. Yeah, you notice that there are a lot of children, in terms of the sort of child to guardian ratio.
Oh
here.
no, Tam.
You know a lot of them.
Are they all from the Little Adventurers Guild?
Yes, they are all wearing little adventurers badges, and you see Tam finally very gently introducing Katya to an alpaca.
Okay. Cruzu is not even remotely ready for this, but there are children who are potentially unsupervised left with, I know it's a friendly boa constrictor, you know it's a friendly boa constrictor, but all the same, not a great look. So I'm gonna go over to Tam, and just kind of gently clear my throat to announce my presence.
Oh, Krozu, hi.
Hi, hi. Sorry to bother you. Sorry to interrupt, Katya. Tam, nothing to panic about.
It's okay.
Nothing to panic about.
Should I be panicking?
Were you aware that some of your smaller children are hugging a boa constrictor?
Yes.
Oh, okay. And that's all right?
I mean,
Stacy's
the boa-
okay with that, and...
The boa constrictor seems very friendly. Stacy's written off on it. Apparently, Connor interrogated it, and I don't know how that works, but he came out saying that it was a nice young man. So,
Okay.
as far as I'm concerned, it's fine, and honestly, don't tell the crews because they will find a way to circumvent it. But if you look up there, I have cast an arcane eye. I can see everything.
Oh, okay. Well, that was very forward-thinking of you. Good. Sorry, I know that sometimes the Little Adventurers can be a little overwhelming, so I just wanted to check. That's great. I'm great. Everything's fine. Excellent. Thank you. Well done.
I'm great too. Are you enjoying the festival?
Yeah, It's been, nothing unusual has been happening, and everything's good and fine, and everyone's having a nice time, and everyone's good.
Yeah, that's great. I'm sorry that I missed you at the booth you were manning. I just had them.
Oh well, yeah. I mean,
day and just,
Alkin's there right now, so if because Alkin's there, so that's
yeah. My main goal is supporting the guild and the arts council. So I'll go smooch Elkin.
I mean, only if you...
when I have free time. I'm not gonna,
Obviously,
abandon
I mean, and there's other ways
I
to
might not
support.
make it.
Yeah,
Fair.
it's
because I'm very busy.
You're so busy.
But I'll donate.
Yeah. Well, you have a good festival now.
You and also with you.
Yeah.
And also with you.
Cruzu does their now trademark double thumbs up and backs away awkwardly.
Which of you guys has seen a platypus before?
Do you know they have...
Cruzu has a moment of going, they had a platypus?
Yeah, they have a platypus.
They do. Cruzu just never saw it.
Hey, I want to see a platypus.
That's
What's
great.
a platypus?
Let's talk about what a platypus is.
Are they like cats?
Well, you know how there's that saying, even the gods make mistakes. Let's talk about the platypus.
That's what my parents said about me.
And we will be sure to unpack that later during Big Feelings time, Emmeline. But right now it's platypus time. Okay.
What's the opposite of inspiration?
Where's Cruzu escaping to?
Sorry.
Okay. I think there was 2 things that I really wanted to make sure I get done. And then the rest is kind of optional. So the 2 things I want to do is either get a tattoo from Medalkin and go get a reading from Jessica. So I'll do whichever of those is closest first.
Jessica has a slightly more central spot than Medalkin does.
Okay.
Because Medalkin gets like pretty slow but steady business on every market Sunday, and Jessica is only in town for a while. So
Okay, I'll do Jessica first then. I'll head in that direction.
okay.
Possibly bump into Rook, who knows.
Oh, excellent. I was asking if you're ready. Rook will also be heading towards Jessica if that is good for people.
Okay, Claude.
I'm in line.
Yeah, I want you to roll me I'm gonna say either a wisdom or constitution saving throw to just sort of keep the faith and stay in line long enough to make it to the front.
Okay. I was actually like I was in anticipation of my turn coming around. He was hoping to try to jump up. Well, not jump, but like peek over and see if he could see Snurt again. But
Okay.
Which should I do first?
Is it more important to you to catch a glimpse of Snurt, or is it more important for you
Stay
to
in line for now.
Okay, then let's do that one first.
Constitution.
Your leggies are getting real tired, and you flapped up in the air. Is that a 6 with your modifiers?
Correct.
Ooh. What is your constitution?
Constitution, beloved?
Oh no. Maybe I need to. Have I not leveled up correctly or something?
No, I just wanted to know what your.
You're good.
I mean, it
You're
doesn't
good.
have to be
Hey,
super
look
high.
at me, look at me.
Yeah.
Your stats are perfect. Don't let anybody tell you you are not the god's mistake.
Yeah, I put more points in like strength and dex because
You're valid.
because he wasn't gonna be a tank, so I was like, well,
Yeah.
No.
That's
That's
what we got
Karin's
Karin
job.
for.
and that's why he hides behind Karin every time there's danger,
And that's so valid of you.
especially fire,
This
especially a
one's for
big
you.
bottle rocket.
Because I don't think I should send it to the chat, actually.
I want to see it. I want to see it.
No, I think you should send that to the entire chat, actually.
Okay.
But anyway, he's just like, Cled's just like kind of internally just like, I want the eggs, and I promised Rook.
It fills you with determination. Roll again. The DC is 10. So
Yes! Tell
you
them
did
that.
it.
It fills me with determination.
You are so tired, but you get up to the front, where you see a cart that was clearly made for someone of like human to orc height, which is not Snurt's height at all. With like a big like counter all the way around. And
Just
you
a little
see,
chef's hat.
yeah, you see a little chef's hat providing shade underneath, and and just the same hands you're used to seeing just shoving out set after set of these. They appear to be it's like a base of a funnel cake with this like almost like a flan on top of it, and you see people like sort of folding them up like tacos and eating them, or like slicing them up with knives and forks.
Just like fully like I would.
Yeah. There are all sorts of techniques, but everyone here is overjoyed to be consuming this object. It is the only object for sale. There are no customizations. There is just Snurt and what Snurt knows you need.
Mm-hmm. Snurt understands.
And I will let you make one more perception check to peer into the darkness.
Look at me. This is the most important roll that you're gonna ever do in your entire fucking life.
You do not have advantage. I will not give you a reroll. It's now or never.
Please give him triple advantage. Got this.
Oh,
no, it's a 2.
I gave you a kiss.
And then you
also
threw
with
it
you.
very hard against the glass.
I'm sorry about that, Dally. I was so enthusiastic. I was so ready, and then it just rolled straight out of my.
There are louder noises. Don't worry.
You know, maybe we were never meant to know Snurt's form. Maybe
Like-
Snurt is unknowable, and much like a deity, if you stared straight at Snurt, perhaps your eyes would burn away.
Like one of the biblical angels.
Yeah.
Like a Cthulhu.
Except instead of like many eyes, it's many like egg yolks.
Yeah, egg yolks. Where
Biblically accurate egg yolks.
Yes.
People drive really fast dirt bikes down this road to get to the park.
Fascinating.
It's very.
Anyway, Clud fails, but this is when he just realizes that he needs to respect Snurt's privacy.
It happens.
In 3 years, when this campaign is over, I'm gonna ask you what Snurt looks like.
If this campaign takes 3 years to
No,
finish
I just
up, I'll
mean
kill
that you'll never
myself.
tell me until it's like 3 years later.
Listen, it is not impossible to find out what Snurt looks like. I know what Snurt looks like. This isn't like
I know.
That's
why I want to ask you.
It is
after the
very
campaign's
hard
over.
to find out, but it is not rigged.
We're gonna do an entire episode where we cast reduce person on all of us, and we get
And,
down
like,
to the size
sneak
of
into the
mice and
floorboards.
sneak into the floorboards, and like sneak into the kitchen and see Snurt. And we have to like dodge Snurt's like army of
Egg-laying creatures.
well, I was gonna say
Undead rats?
undead rats
That too.
play trombone.
Hey, I never said that those were two different things.
Jesus Christ.
I think Snurt is a bugbear.
Concern. That's me hitting the concern button as the
Mhm.
dog that hits the buttons.
Funny.
Concern. Anyway, so Clud realizes that he needs to respect Snurt's privacy.
Mhm.
And he's just going to say, he kind of does the math in his head, because Rook said he wanted 2. He only wants 1. And there's... So he's going to say, Snurt, how much would it be for 6 of these delicious pastries, I believe? Are they pastries?
And
Snurt does math.
20 gold.
He sits there for a moment. He's committed.
You did stand in line all this
You
time.
want or not? I have customer.
Yes, I want it. And he hands over 20 gold.
Thank.
Thank you, my friend.
And Snurt shoves like an armful of these at you. Snurt actually has like a comically long tray so that you can hold all of them.
And also knock out your opponents.
Yeah.
Listen, if you do that, you might drop them.
No, I can't drop them. He's going to go try to find Rooks and see, well, he's been in line for a while.
Wow.
So I don't know where Rook would be by this point, but he's going to try to find Rook since Rook was the first to be like, yes, please, give me.
Okay. And I will say, they were very expensive, but everyone who eats one, and not if you eat two, but like
At least one.
but like just you get this benefit once. But everyone who eats one will gain a die of inspiration.
Yes.
I feel like we give Rook Sister one. The snowdrop.
That's a great idea.
That's very true.
Just from a sharing perspective, not even necessarily I don't think Rook realized it was going to be such a big pastry.
It is a whole funnel cake with what appears to be like a whole like custard or something on top.
I mean, we can always cut it in 5 pieces and be like, we each get 1 1/5 of a funnel cake with custard.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So, that is what Clud did. Are we back around to Rook and Mallow?
I think so.
Yes,
I know that-
I've lost track of the order because I thought I was going around the table, but that's not quite right.
You good, B?
I think it was me, then Rook, then Clud, then Mallow, then back to me.
Shit. Okay. So wait, what
That's
did,
okay, because
what
I
did
was going to go do the same thing that Crozy was doing, so it's like I'm holding my action.
Okay,
So it's Mallow.
Mallow.
Oh, and I'm looking for Rook, so I'm heading that way.
Yeah, Medalkin finishes up your tattoo. You've got beautiful daisies. You've gambled about your feelings. What's next for Mallow?
I want to see the rock merchant.
Okay.
Yes.
I got rocks.
Sick. I'm looking for a shiny rock.
I got lots of shiny.
Is it colorful? You got colorful rocks? Colorful shiny?
Yeah, I got colorful shiny.
Okay, I want one.
What color?
Just imagine if the rock merchant had one of the giant gems that went into the temple.
Fucked up.
That would be so
I-
fucking
I
funny.
briefly considered
That's
doing that,
so
but
fucking
it
funny.
wouldn't like make sense with the plot, and
Maybe there's
it would
just
be
like
a
one
lot.
that goes like in the doorknob that we just didn't notice.
Listen,
before.
I did when I briefly ran Waterdeep. There is a very important magic rock in that module that I did have the rock merchant have.
Incredible.
But it was like, more closely tied into plot, and then that campaign had some
Fell apart.
external issues.
Yes.
My relatives plus one person that I literally can't talk about for legal reasons on a recorded.
That's valid.
Right.
But my mom and brother had a good time, and we
That's
might
nice, a good
we
time.
might start it up again at some point
Sick.
someday. But
Yeah.
probably I won't be doing Waterdeep because, honest to God, it is more work for me to make sure I've thoroughly prepped a module than it is to homebrew stuff
Valid.
with like the way my brain works. Because it's like fun versus studying,
Mhm. Yeah. Okay, so am I rolling a persona?
Yeah. You are looking for something specific, so I want you to roll a d20 for luck.
There's nothing I can add to this, right?
No, it's just luck.
17.
That's pretty good. Feels lucky.
I've considered adding luck as like a homebrew stat. Basically to give your stat array a little more flexibility. But I don't know. We'll see. 17 is very good. They rummage for a second, and then they hold out this like big chunk of this sort of lightly smoky rose quartz to you. It is still sort of in its natural state mostly, but like the flat edges of it have been very clearly polished and taken care of. And they say pink rock.
Sick. How much?
And they thunk it kind of like a melon. And 18.
Okay.
Good crunching. Very juicy. You
That
want more?
was like a low-key crystal cake, but like only low-key.
You want more rock?
No, thank you.
Okay.
Good
Have
business.
day.
I will.
Good.
Okay. So with that, I believe we have at least 3 party members headed in the same direction
I'll head that way too.
Yeah,
I was gonna say,
I was gonna say I know
Yeah.
Mallow had it like on her list, but I don't want to railroad you just because the rest of the party is going.
Jessica party. Jessica party.
Okay.
Jessica.
You all wander up, and at this time, I would like to make sure I have this straight. Obviously, Mallow and Krozu know what transpired between Mallow and Krozu. Am I correct in thinking that neither of them have told anyone else in the party?
That is correct.
Correct.
Okay. So you guys are about to have a very normal experience
Very normal.
all together and make eye contact and stuff as you all run into each other just outside a purple and gold caravan.
You have
Some props.
some props there.
I do.
I helped make them.
Yes.
Oh,
Ooh.
B wrote the numbers all nice so that they are legible.
nice.
I would like to say that as everyone is like approaching the cart, like presumably at slightly different paces from slightly different distances, Crows will like clock Rook first and go, "Oh hey Rook! Oh Clud! Hey Mallow! Hey!
Hey!
Hey! Everyone's here except Karen."
I would like to ask for I would like to ask for bluff checks from Rook from Krozu and Mallow. Because
You think
both of
we have
have
something to hide?
But I will say both of you have told me that you intend to behave as though everything is completely normal.
I have a question. May I have advantage because #love wins?
No.
Shut the fuck up! No!
You guys may use either deception or performance.
Oh, it's performance time, bitch!
It's -1 either way. I got a 14.
Oh, fuck. Okay.
17.
5.
I'm cool as a cucumber, bitch.
5 plus
No.
4 plus 3.
Where's the +3?
The proficiency.
Okay.
It's wisdom.
Okay.
So I get +4 because I have an 18.
Jesus Christ. Okay. Damn.
Yeah, I wanted to be good at insight because #love wins.
Okay,
Hashtag
okay.
love wins.
So that's a what?
Sorry. So that's in 12.
Okay.
So I still don't get
Are
it.
you rolling or are you just coasting on vibes?
Coasting on vibes. He is so high on the caffeine. He brought eggs for everyone, egg pastries. Yeah, actually, he kind of just rolls up, like,
Holding this massive fuck off platter.
Yeah. He was searching for Rook, and he's like, Rook, I got your 2. I don't know what they're called, but they look and smell delicious, and I got some for everyone. Well, 1 for everyone. I got 2 for Rook. He asked for 2.
Thanks.
Karin rides by on a Segway, wearing like wraparound security sunglasses and just like grabs one.
Incredible. Oh my gosh, these are much bigger. I was expecting more like the egg custard pops that they make sometimes.
No, it's motherfucking fair food, baby.
I'm very excited.
Is it okay if I feed Snowdrop some?
Dad.
Sure.
Can I have one?
Yeah.
Dad, can I have one?
I give Snowdrop my second one.
Dad, the reason I should have one is and she just snarfles it.
Incredible. I'm also snarfling.
Okay. Everyone who has consumed one, including Snowdrop, gets an inspiration. I will remind you, inspiration is portable between sessions and does stack. Because fuck the rules.
Thank you.
You are welcome.
Krozu is definitely eating one. Krozu is now eating their feelings.
Mm-hmm.
Why has no one told me how good peasant food is? I'm sorry, I shouldn't use that word.
Funnel cake, to be fair, is fantastic. I was going to see if they had any, so this is great, Cloud. You saved me a trip. It says Snurt made this? I mean, Snurt's a genius in the kitchen anyway, so...
Mm-hmm. Yes, this was from Snurt. Apparently it's, yes, a funnel cake with an egg custard on the top of it. And it's frankly fantastic. There was an entire line wrapped around the booth. And around other booths, to be frank. It was a very long line.
You waited in a long line?
Well,
Like a peasant?
Mallow slaps your shoulder and goes, "Proud of you, buddy."
Yeah, well done.
I just, it, like, I know how delicious Snurt's eggs are, and I wanted some, and of course, like, I couldn't possibly, if I was going to be there anyway, I had to provide an opportunity for you all to consume one as well.
Well, thanks, bud. It was thoughtful of you. How much do we owe you?
I told Rook it was my treat.
Oh. Thanks, Claude. So, the rest of you interested in seeing this Jessica person as well?
I hope you are, because if you're not, you're blocking my light.
Hello.
Hey there.
I guess you're Jessica? Sorry, you probably get that a lot.
No, that's the very first time I've heard that, kid.
Insight check.
She's bullshit. She's full of shit.
I don't get it, too. Never mind, I get it.
No, she rolled with advantage and got a natural 1 and a natural 20. That is the very first time she's heard that, and you're hilarious.
Nice, thank you.
So, you young folks looking to hear your future? Oh, sorry.
Is that what you do? I don't actually know. Cephas told me that you did some cool stuff.
Yeah, we offer many services. I can let you glimpse your future. I can let you know your future. Or I can let you change your future. And my pal Rollins has got some interesting products. Bend the whims of fate a little bit. Nobody else in the world makes them.
So you're a diviner, then?
Well, I'm the mighty Jessica, Oracle Extraordinaire, so I suppose you could say that.
Who wants to go first?
You kids want to know a little magic?
Rook looks most excited.
Oh, I mean, if somebody else wants to go first.
No, you go first, Rook. Do you want some privacy? Should we come back, or...?
Claudia's eating.
I mean, okay, I've never done this before. What kind of... I know you said glimpse, know, or change. Do you only get to pick one? Because I feel like knowing and changing are very useful together.
Well, I suppose you can pick as many as you like. I only do one future change per customer per day.
That's fair. What are the prices for those?
Okay, well, a glimpse of a future, 1 gold.
Mm-hmm.
And that's just sort of top of mind. I convey a vision to you. I hold your hand, I wave my hands over it. Bada bing, bada boom. I see something.
Uh-huh.
You don't have a lot of control over what that is. You wanna know your future. You want to be certain about something. You can ask me a simple question. Usually it's got to be yes, no. Sometimes if I put a little extra juice into it, I can get like a 1 to 2 word clarification. But it's always true. And if you want to change your future, well, then I can give you a motive possibility.
Oh, okay. And how much does knowing and changing the future cost?
Okay, well, knowing's gonna be about 10 gold.
Okay.
And changing is 50.
That makes sense. Okay.
Sorry, 35. We're running a sale.
Oh.
Yeah, sorry, Rollins just mentioned. And from the back of the wagon, you hear, you can't overcharge the customers.
Wow. Okay.
I know what I want.
You know what you want?
Yeah.
Oh, you go. Because I'm. There's so much possibility.
Crozu is looking a little preoccupied when they put down 10 gold and say, I just ask a question and you answer it truthfully?
Well, yeah, I mean, with the truth of the universe, it's not like,
oh, yeah,
I mean,
that's what I
I could give you
mean.
my opinion on something for free, but without, gazing into the unseen weave, it's not worth much.
I slide over the 10 gold and I say, is Azri Coatl involved in the cult of the Flaming Lamp?
Claude is like kind of mid-bite, and he's like, wait, what?
Yeah. Rook just full on like nearly drops Oh no, I already ate it. Rook just kind of like full owl head turns around. Just was like started looking at like something else to give you some privacy, and then heard that and went.
Jessica takes your hand, and she's got these like, you're not really sure what they're made of. We would recognize them as acrylics, but that doesn't exist in this universe.
So she's just really powerful.
Yeah. And just takes your hand, and you feel this pulse of a magic very different to the magics that you've known growing up, in your fingertips. And her eyes roll back for a second, and she says, "Yep."
Yeah, Claude. Like, this is like his plastic fork or whatever, and he's just kind of like,
Hope this helps.
I'm so sorry. I should have asked that last. Shouldn't I? Out of character. Sorry.
No, that was very good.
It was very funny, actually.
We're really front loading the drama on that one.
Krozu does like a sharp inhalation and is like, shit.
I mean,
We should tell Janie. This is an inclination an inkling I've kind of had, but I wasn't sure.
should I fly over? Or
But is
or
there
can I
any-
finish my...
Azuri was in the Night Darts, and I know that the Night Darts aren't involved in the Cult of the Flaming Lamb unless you count the fact that the cult attacked them, but Azuri was really shifty when I asked them about being involved in the Night Darts, and oh, brutes. Janie had a son in the night. Did you know that Janie had a son? Did the rest of you know this?
I had no idea.
What?
Thanks, Jessica.
No, Krozu-
Jessica has taken out a cigarette, which also no one recognizes. Like, it is not a pipe. It is not like a medieval like weed. It is a pack of Pall Malls.
I want to know how she got here.
magic.
The cop.
Through a rift.
That was out of character.
But
Hey, Tam came here from a different dimension.
Krozu, no, I'm sorry, but Azuri's the festival planner.
Yeah, that would mean that they're really well placed to make trouble if they wanted to. Listen, Elkin said that the person he spoke to had a soft, soothing voice and was about my height. Both of these things can be applied to Azuri. Azuri is also very charismatic. I wouldn't surprise me if they could do some kind of charm or suggestion spell.
But Azuri's whole job is making sure the festival runs smoothly. And Brother Vantablack said that they were trying to stop the festival from running smoothly.
Yeah, and what would be the better way? Rook, what would be a better way to ensure the festival ends in turmoil than to be involved in its planning? The Cult of the Flaming Lamb knows everything that's going to happen.
Brooks, like, would someone just do that? Tell a lie on the internet?
Go to the festival coming and tell lies.
Azuri's
Not Rook. Clud, go get Janie.
is wrong?
He just
Are you
shoves
okay?
You know what? I want to make sure Clud gets a chance to ask Jessica a question.
Oh,
so
wait, no.
this is going to happen last.
Yeah, no, guys, I
very
fucked.
valid.
Guys, I fucked everything up. Mallow
No,
wins. No,
Ellie,
listen,
it was
Mallow.
so fucking funny.
Listen, Mallow wins the box from an Azuri simulacra.
That's true.
Yeah. I'm not worried about it.
Listen,
Oh man.
it'd
did
be
he-
like that.
Did
Maybe
he?
Mallow was doing recon.
The universe holds infinite possibilities, kiddo. Sometimes 2 or 3 of them happen same time. We just go with it.
I was literally about to say, like, what if Ozuri has like weird time magic bullshit that he just like twisted all these events around somehow? I don't fucking know. Anyway.
But yeah.
Love it.
Everyone's so hopped up on festival sugar that you all get very confused about the timeline.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or
But there is
possibly-
no actual
Like,
time
man,
travel.
Or
And that's
possibly,
very
possibly we all decide that we have to act normal around Azuri so that they don't suspect that we're onto them.
Okay, but anyway,
Anyway.
Or like Crozu will go like, We don't know for sure. We don't actually know. It's a possibility, even a probability at this point, but we don't know for sure.
I'm still, like, even though we're rearranging, like, the order the questions get asked in now, Clud will still, like, he's still eating, like, slowly and, like, politely with a plastic fork, because I do want him to just jam the whole rest of it into his beak before he flies off.
That's
Very
so,
good.
Yeah.
So he's
savoring.
just eating the whole time that
Mhm.
that all these questions are happening.
Excellent.
Okay, so
So,
Croz's question is going last canonically, right?
that specific question, yes. If you want to ask like another question or something, and listen, you're welcome to have it first if everyone wants to have a reading and then react to it. But like,
No.
I want to make sure everyone has a chance to do whatever Jessica stuff they want to do.
Definitely.
Clud just kind of, like, looks around, and he's just like, I'd like to test these powers. And he puts down 1 gold.
Okie doke.
I don't know. How do I get you to glimpse something? Oh, yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
hold my hand.
Yes.
It's not sexual, I swear.
I understand.
And you feel that same shiver that I described with Krozu, where like
Something weird.
yeah, you are even less familiar with like typical forms of magic than Krozu, but you know, you've seen people work magic. There was a storm mage on your ship who, you know, made sure you didn't die if
In
you were
storms.
becalmed and stuff. And this is not anything like what you have experienced before. But you feel this shiver come over you. And she says, I see, and she like taps you on the beak, and you get this momentary flash of you dressed in like all black, opening up a hatch on a ceiling, and as the vision sort of clears, you start to recognize like the palm trees that are native to Nomina and not here, and you drop a rope down this ceiling through a skylight, and you start gesturing forwards frantically, and you see Ra also dressed like you are, sort of doing like the beak equivalent of a very feral grin, coming and
Nice.
hopping down the thing as well. And she says, now I don't, for legal reasons, I don't want to know what you're gonna do, but it seems like you and your sister are having a good time.
Thank you very much.
So good.
And he's gonna go
No problem, kiddo.
sit back down in listening distance and just keep eating.
Yeah.
Okay.
Is it okay? I might have more, but I kind of want to start with a glimpse. That seems like fun.
Yeah, okay.
It was quite fun. Though then again, I'm a bit biased towards for legal reasons I shouldn't specify.
Oh, yes. I will pay for a gold.
Okay. And what you've paid for is emotional whiplash. She takes your hand. You feel the shiver. She
She
taps.
just assumes this is what normal magic feels like.
Yeah, she taps your beak, and you get that same glimpse, just like Clud did. But yours is an image of someone you recognize. You see a Neil, but sort of ghostly and pale. Whatever is like whatever's going on, you can see like the outline of the rest of the room through him. And he looks very troubled for a second, and then there's like almost like a glitch in the image, and he goes from this incredibly sad, betrayed face to it almost looks like he makes eye contact with you. And he smiles and says, "I'm so proud of you." And then the vision disappears. And Jessica kind of like staggers backwards from you and says, "Hey, Rollins, where did we put the tissues? Where did we put the damn tissues? Here, take this. It's called a Kleenex, kid."
Like fantasy Kleenex?
Oh no, it's quite real.
It's so soft and yet made of paper.
Yeah, no, here's did you needed fantasy Kleenex? We got and she pulls out like a lacy handkerchief and says, "Here you go."
Thank you. And he just tucks it in his pocket.
Sure. It's not like I have crying customers every other day. Take it.
Rook just looks struck by what they saw and kind of the pure excitement and joy has kind of dampened it. Not necessarily a bad way, but it has become a little bit more solemn and.
Yeah, I prepped these early. I did not plan for you to go second after Clyde. I was just like, oopsie. Everybody's getting a glimpse of the future. Those weren't supposed to be next to each other.
Yeah, Claude kind of just sees the look on Rook's face, like while he's sitting in listening distance, and he's like, "Rook, would you like a bite of my delicious pastry and custard?"
No thanks. I'm full.
Great. He's just like
Devastating.
Anyways, I'm here if you want to talk, kid, but my privacy policy does prevent me telling any of you schmoes what was going on unless, he tells me it's okay. So, did you want me anything else?
Can someone else go next and I'll just think about it?
Yeah, I mean, I'm here all day.
Yeah, I'll listen later.
I hear that petting a dog is very productive.
She says, "Hey, Rollins, someone wants your junk." And as sort of very like Long Island psychic as Jessica is, Rollins looks extremely put together. He's a tall, lean human man. His robes are both impeccable and completely setting appropriate. And he
He's not
smiles.
smoking a cigarette.
He is not smoking a cigarette, and his clothes smell a little bit like cigarette because he lives with Jessica. But you see him kind of like prestidigitating that away as he goes, and he says, "Hey there, what can I do for you? I got well, a little bit of everything, but I've got we call them foolproof potions. It's some people experience sort of a bout of bad luck with health potions. So these are guaranteed to give you the most amount of health every time. Obviously, they're a little pricier than your typical potion. I've got I've got a couple of other trinkets. You are staring at me like statue.
I'm curious.
Like, listen, I know I'm not always the most talkative, and maybe in another universe I was basically lobotomized, but you don't know that. You don't even know that out of character. So,
what are your trinkets?
Okay, I got this keychain here. And he shows you on a neat little tray a Welcome to the Empire State Building keychain.
Very funny.
And he says, so I got this. I could pick up a lot of knickknacks in my travels. I'm a little bit of an arcanist, so I, bada bing, bada boom, do some stuff. We have the keychain. We only have 3 items for sale right now. So, keychain. I've got this here pocket watch. And he shows you a pocket watch that, like, you recognize the idea of it because there are lots of gnomish pocket watches around. Like, they're expensive, but people own them. But it's so very clearly not of gnomish make. It's got all of these like beautiful runes on it, and there don't seem to be like cogs or gears anywhere. And he says, this one's kind of fun. And then I've got this mirror here from the French Revolution. Don't worry about it. Don't ask me any more questions about that. I wasn't supposed to tell you where it's from.
What do they do?
Okay, well, the keychain is kind of a souvenir from another place, right? So it'll enable you to once a day visit a location that's not so nearby, even though it is the same place. Really, it's it lets you step into the ethereal plane for say 6 seconds.
Interesting. Okay.
Don't do anything weird in there, because that can really mess stuff up, though. Like, I'm trusting you as a customer.
He shouldn't. No offense to Mallow specifically, just
He shouldn't.
generally.
I'm gonna be honest with you, champ. You look like the type of person who barely ever uses the 2 spells you have. I don't think you have the arcane power to mess things up in the ethereal plane, but I gotta warn you.
Okay. And the pocket watch?
I mean, it's a pocket watch. What do you think it does? It stops time for, I'd say...
It stops time?
Oh, yeah, I'd say for about 6 seconds.
Okay, what's the mirror do?
It doesn't affect you, but it affects everyone else, and that does include any friends you have nearby. I want to be clear, it doesn't stop time forever or, like, in a moment. It's, it's for 6 seconds in a localized area. Try not to, I've set it up so you can only use it once a day, so you can't get like a certain portion of the universe completely out of sync.
Okay. Does the mirror? Do you see into the future for 6 seconds? Like, what's your obsession with 6 seconds? Just wondering.
Well, you're not really gonna understand this, but that's about how long a round is.
Okay, so what's the mirror do?
Oh, the mirror. Mirror is great stuff. So you look into this, and it's a scrying mirror. You can see any time or place, anyone on any plane. You do have to either know their real name, have some element of their substance, or have like a keepsake that was important to them. If it's a person, if it's a thing, know its real name, and you got to know its like approximate location, because if you just say the true name table, it's gonna explode, because there's so many tables, and that's gonna overload it a little bit. So you have to like mentally focus on the table you're thinking of.
How much is the mirror?
The mirror. Okay, so the mirror's 100 gold. The pocket watch is 300, and the keychain's 150.
I'll take the mirror.
Okie doke.
Good God.
I was keeping safe.
You were.
And you can use the mirror about 3 times a day. Just so as you know.
I appreciate it. Thank you.
Yeah. It'll only catch a glimpse. You can't just like sit on it. And I want to make sure you know that before you purchase, so that you're fully consenting to the purchase. Because you really can't. I put in a lot of anti-stalker firewalls.
That makes sense.
I understand that scrying and auguries are important, but so is not watching a ladies' hot yoga class for 12 hours a day.
What is yoga?
Have you ever kind of... Oh, you guys don't know what white people are. This is gonna be do you have any do you have any sacred cultural practices?
My family has a very wealthy business.
Oh, you are the white people. Okay. Has your family ever taken a sacred cultural practice from another place and kind of ruined it?
Does that sound like something either his mother or father would do? Like Ra's too busy.
I think his dad definitely like his mom's very like
Also busy.
straightforward corpo business evil. His dad's very like, let's keep up appearances. Let's do a sporty little Pilates class.
Yeah. Yeah. And Cled's like, oh yes, my father.
Yeah, okay, so your dad is the type of person who would do yoga.
I'm still not sure I understand, but like I understand.
Okay, so you bend over a lot, but it's racist.
Out of character. Presumably it's not racist if the original practitioners are doing
Oh
it.
no. He is referring exclusively to like white people culturally appropriating
Indeed, definitely.
legitimate sacred practice of yoga from its original practitioners.
Yeah, definitely.
And I want to be very clear on that.
Mm-hmm. Disclaimer.
Yeah.
He's like, I think I understand. It sounds fascinating. Thank you for telling me. Thank you for sharing this information with me.
Oh, you're welcome. I do not think I helped.
Krozu, who is a German Shepherd at the moment, is like got their head cocked to one side with an ear up, just kind of quizzically. They are sat next to Rook in case Rook wants dog pets.
We'll pet a dog. If you put a dog in front of Rook, Rook will pet it no matter what emotional state.
Wait, I'm sorry. Is Krozu a dog now?
Yeah, I put it in the chat.
I don't have the chat open.
I don't have the chat either.
I'm
usually the person who shows Hannah the chat when the chat is.
I didn't know where else to put it. Everyone was talking and I didn't want to interrupt. But yeah, Krozu's a dog.
That's fair.
From nearby, you hear the sound of little dog feet, and Ping has come running over, having spotted his good friend Krozu,
Good.
who has been gone from him so long. Because if you'll recall, Cephas's cart is right next to Jessica.
Yeah, I did genuinely think about going to get Ping for Rook, but then I was like, I can be a dog. I'm right here. Actually, is Mallow asking any further questions?
Yeah, I'm gonna get a glimpse of the future, and I'm gonna change the future as well.
Okay. Yeah.
I'm gonna subtract the money before anything else happens, because I will forget. Okay.
Yeah. Jessica takes your hand. Says, oh Jesus, kid, you gotta put lotion on that.
That's very funny.
She sort of boops you on the nose as well. And the image she shows you,
I'm scared.
You don't get like sound, but you're kneeling on this like soft loamy dirt. It's about twilight, and you have your arms around Krozu, who is just like shaking, and you cannot see the context for that, but you smell sort of pine trees and woods in a way that is not the same as the trees here. It's more green somehow.
Fuck that if true.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we'll do a flashback for Karin. And she says, and you wanted to change your future a little bit?
I do.
Okie doke. Just take one.
Otherwise,
yeah. You only have one. Respectable.
Okay.
What Mallow has got, Jessica sort of like reaches into this. It almost looks like an office candy bowl, and you hear rummaging like there's like marbles. But what she draws out is this like wisp of white light that she then like pulls forwards and passes into Mallow. And Mallow, you feel it kind of absorb, and you feel like different in a way you can't explain. But the feeling sort of fades into like what you're more comfortable with, but you know you have power now. And at any time, you may replace the result of any D20 roll at the table, provided you have, like, if it's a PC, you have to have the other person's consent. But as far as like your rolls, my rolls, Snowdrop's rolls, any NPC, any boss, if there is a D20 roll, you can replace it with that 12 that you have. And at that time, you will hand that hexagon back to me, and we will put it back in the bag.
Very nice.
And you may purchase one again when you encounter Jessica again.
You can only have one, right? At a time? Or does it... Have you thought about it?
I've thought about it, and I'm willing to let you have more than one. I don't know how much money you currently have, but I'm not...
But I don't need that.
Yeah, I'm not willing to let you buy like a huge stockpile of them at once.
God no.
But like you can own more than one. Like if you wanted to come back tomorrow and get a second one before Jessica rolled out, or if you guys roll a random encounter with Jessica, you know,
I do love Jessica.
Then that's totally fine.
Mm-hmm.
And Jessica does have approximately a 10% chance of appearing on the random encounter board.
Nice.
Is she on the number 69?
No.
Damn. It was a good question.
It was fair.
Now I'm just wondering what is on the number 69.
Me too!
I thought Jessica would be like 42.
That's very good.
Jessica is on, I believe, all the numbers ending in 7, actually.
Oh yeah, 7. That rings a bell.
I like that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but no, the one on the number 69 actually just says nice. And I was gonna give everybody inspiration if you ever hit it. So
Nice.
okay. Can I do anything for anyone else? We only made one person cry today, so
Crozu would like to...
So far.
Well, that's what I'm saying, kiddo.
Crozu would like to turn back into an orc and ask for a glimpse.
Okay.
Oh boy.
How much was a glimpse?
That is 1 gold.
Okay. I hand over a gold.
And she says, okay, kiddo, here you go. And she takes your hand. She gently touches you on the nose. And you see you see a moment that you have a hard time believing is your future and not your past, because what you see are both of your mothers. One of them very, very sort of close to like disbelieving tears as they rush forward to embrace you. And you smell pine and earth in this very green way that, unlike Mallow, you recognize as home. You recognize that in this vision that Jessica has told you is of the future, you are inside Mossgrove.
And my mothers presumably look a little older than when I last remember seeing... Well,
one of your
my mom
mothers looks 12 years older, and the other one looks the same.
Yeah, I mean, my mum would look the same, but my mom would look older, yeah. Crozu just kind of automatically moves their arms as if to reach out and hug back, but presumably the glimpse ends at that point.
Yeah. She says, just hold on, kiddo. You've, it's coming.
Is that what you meant when you said that wasn't going to be the weirdest thing happening to me?
Oh no, I said it wasn't the weirdest thing today. You've got a very weird day. You've had a very weird day.
I've already had a very weird day. Is it getting weirder? I lean in.
No, I think
she's
that was
asking
10
for
gold.
money.
That was 10 gold.
If you want to know if your day's getting weirder, you gotta cough up.
At this point, Cruzy goes, "No, I have a question, but it's a different question." And then I ask the question about Azuri.
Okay.
Okay, but how do we reconcile like where Mallow is?
Does anyone else want or need anything else from Jessica?
I can say that I've walked away at this point. Like that's fine.
Yeah.
If that needs to happen.
I wanted to buy something from Rollins because of course I do.
Oh my god, what do you want?
This terrible
Well, first
bird.
I want to know if Rollins has change for a diamond.
Oh my god!
Oh my fucking god.
Okay, so just to clarify, you would like to give Rollins the 300 gold diamond that
we could use in a res spell?
Listen, Root has only so much money and just saw the ghost of their dead husband and overheard Rollins telling Mallow that he has something that lets you enter the ethereal plane for 6 seconds, and the thought of being able to hug their husband one last time.
Holy shit, bitch! If you say anything else,
Oh, that's so sad.
You sad motherfucker! I
How
will
much-
buy it for you.
How much is it? Because one of us is going to buy it for
I think
you.
It was 150.
It was 150.
Literally, Clud would buy that for you.
We each put in.
You must say words out loud for this to happen, but it will be bought.
Yeah.
I think Root will kind of sidle up to Rollins and say, excuse me, I have a question about the keychain you were telling my friend about.
Okay, I'm going to stop you right there, kid. I do not accept diamonds that your GM deliberately gave you so that you could revivify someone if the need arose.
Oh.
That is not legal currency here. That seems kind of fucked up of me.
What is a GM?
Okay.
Don't worry about it. It's a general rock merchant.
I'm pulling out
Do
money.
You have a.
you feel I have a lot of small magic items.
I'm pulling out money.
Useful for you?
Rook, what
Yeah,
do you
no.
want to buy? Is it the keychain?
Yes. The keychain just sounds useful.
Crozu is also reaching into their pouch.
Roll.
Yeah.
What do you think, Mello? You get 75, I get 75?
We each get 50.
Oh, 50. Very
50
good.
each from each of us. Good lord.
Yeah. I will say Rook rolled reasonably well on
I have to absolutely trash myself in a second.
that check, but you guys have never known Rook to give up shiny magical trash in order to gain more shiny magical trash.
And
We all rush forward and throw our money at Rollins.
We're like, Rook, are you
Ow! Gold is not weightless. I don't care what it says on your character sheet. That hurts.
What is a character sheet? Don't worry about it.
This is why I don't talk to people. This is why I let Jessica talk to people. I can't do this. I can't be this guy. At least I don't get paid in bottle caps anymore, because that was a weird couple years for us.
the keychain of the statue of liberty, right?
I mean, that was a really bad time for Rollins. That was when he was tranquil.
Yeah, it was a very weird couple of years for Rollins.
Very traumatizing.
It's okay.
Also,
Sometimes
Rollins
I'm
loses
just-
his accent when he's tranquil.
Hannah,
Yes.
I actually vividly...
Yes.
I actually vividly remember Hannah saying, "Oh yes, Rollins has this accent, but I can't do that while I'm playing a tranquil character
Yeah.
because there's no way to make that accent sound emotionless."
I see.
No, I like when Tranquil, Rollins canonically had a toneless, emotionless, bad, fake New Jersey accent. But I can't make I can only do so much, and I can only do one accent, and emotionless Tranquil is an accent.
Yeah, that's
Fair enough.
And I think Root will just ask, and magic isn't really something I know a lot about, but the ethereal plane, that's where ghosts are, right?
Well, it's a little complicated, kid. So if we're talking about ghosts in terms of ghouls, specters. They're partially in the physical plane, partially, or when I say physical, I mean material. No, all planes are physical pretty much, but they're partially in the material, partly in the ethereal. If you're talking about souls of the dead that are at peace, unless they get pulled here, they're in the astral plane, in whatever subdomain of the astral plane, their chosen god of death controls and stuff. Usually that's the Raven Queen, but like a lot of halflings and a few gnomes like Weejass, and there's some others out there. There's a shocking number of others out there, actually. Anyways, I shouldn't say more about that. But so they'll be in a subplane of the astral plane. But if a spirit is summoned to the world, then they would sort of follow the same rules as a specter, where they'd be partly material, partly ethereal. But yeah, they'd be in the ethereal plane mostly, kind of. Do you need to punch a ghost real bad, or
No.
And you see Jessica just smack Ron. He says, okay, I'm not gonna get involved. This is feeling stuff. Here's your keychain. Please don't hit me with any more coins. And I have really good health potions for sale, and
no one's buying them.
the Kleenex is here.
I try those health potions just out of curiosity. I'm not gonna buy one.
They are they're 60 gold a pop instead of 50.
Damn, that's a steal for one that gives you
Yeah.
max health.
Mm-hmm.
That's great. I'm still not gonna buy it, but I do love you.
Yeah,
I think y'all are pretty much tapped.
I'm not. I just don't feel like buying it. I have so much money. It's
Yeah.
not even funny.
I'm so sorry. I have a question that I also want to buy a moat, and a possibility.
Oh, that's Jessica. Do you?
Sorry, that
Yes.
was saying that to
Okay.
you. I know
Yes.
that I want to get to the really dramatic bit, but I want to do this first, if that's okay.
Okay, I would like to pee while you're doing that.
Okay, kid. What's your question?
Well,
I have a feeling this is going to be super sad.
I wouldn't say something super sad as soon as someone left to go pee.
Is that
Okay,
something you
well,
would do?
A lot of the questions I might have asked aren't relevant in the space-time continuum that Rick doesn't know about. So I'm gonna ask a question that Rook has always kind of wondered about, but never had a way to really confirm without getting in a lot of danger. I'm sorry, I'm trying to think of how to phrase this. Didn't consider I'd ever have an opportunity to just ask this question and have it be answered.
Well, I do want to be clear. None of these are admissible answers in court. They will, I don't mean that I am untrustworthy. I have yet to be wrong, except in cases where people have, deliberately thwarted fate, etc. But I would not say that I'm a recognized legal authority either, because then, what's, who knows what's next? Everybody's, bringing some crackpot on, and I recognize that I give off a very crackpot aroma, and so I don't, I don't get involved in legal matters if you're asking me to witness a murder or something, but I'll answer it for you, and if that'll give you peace of mind.
Okay, and it has to be a yes or no question. It can't be a one word.
I can maybe get you a one word if I try really hard. Depends on the question.
Can I ask you the question? If you tell me if that's not good, can I change it?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think I know what Rook's about to ask about, and I think it's going to give the table such fucking whiplash.
Rook looks at Jessica and says, Which faction perpetrated the assassination of my parents?
I need, since this is an audio
Jesus
format,
Christ.
I need it to be known that B literally walked into the room having finished peeing.
It was full pizza gift.
literally, B walks into the room literally as Allie drops that sentence. Like, it was the most beautiful thing I've ever seen.
Kind of wondered.
Kind of.
And Jessica says, and you don't foresee yourself hunting down this faction in the scope of maybe the next 6 to 8 months when, we're really going to be focusing on you as a character, right? Like, this is just for your edification, and it's not going to send you on a multi-continent quest that's going to derail a whole...
One might call it a campaign.
One might call it a campaign. This is just for your personal knowledge.
Yeah, I just kind of want to know.
Okay, I can do that.
It's a character.
And Jessica puts a hand on your shoulder, and you feel the ripples stronger than before, because this really is taxing the extent of her meta knowledge.
Mm-hmm.
And her eyes roll back, and Rollins has to kind of catch her when she steps back from you, and she says, "Yeah, it was the Sun Clan of the High Elves, kiddo, and I'm real sorry about that."
I'm just gonna call this episode Revelations. Fucking hell.
I think that gives us
I just have
some closure, and maybe one of my siblings will want to go on a multi-month quest to, gain revenge, and
and maybe you'll go with them in a time period of 6 to 8 months.
But after
6 to 8 months.
On right now, and frankly, it's been almost 20 years, or about 20 years, and I feel like nothing's really gonna change if I let it sit for a little while,
Yeah, that is exactly how I feel too. I mean, I did not know that it was almost 20 years until I glimpsed into your future, but I do, or well, not future, your past, whatever. But I do feel that same way, and I get the energy that
as however many years ago that works well with the plot of the universe.
Yeah, that as long as you sort of respect the boundaries of the campaign, then you can do any sort of post-game shit that you want.
I mean, elves live for a long time, so surely they'll still...
Yeah.
Yes.
Did I miss anything else while I was pissing?
I think that's it, because you pissed really fast.
I actually pooped. I was just really quick about it.
Okay.
Wish I could do that.
Now,
I will say it's very nice. Usually there's a much longer line for porta potties than there is in this town.
So now is it a good time for Crozu to ask their questions?
Yes, if you wanted to buy... Okay.
Yeah, but I can do this while Crozu asks the question. I don't want to derail anymore. I'm happy with what I got.
Oh, right, the moat. Yeah, no, I mean, Crozu has already asked, but I'm still thinking the Azri question comes last, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Oh, score.
What did you get? What'd you get?
Allie got the one.
Hey. Although I will put in that Crozu does pick up Rook and give them a hug.
Oh, soft.
As long as Rook doesn't seem to mind.
Rook had a lot of siblings. There was a lot of hugs to go around.
Okay, so the question is, Crozu waited until last, let's just say because they were self-conscious, about asking for a glimpse of their future. And then they go, I've been wondering about Azri, ask the question, who is still there when they ask and hear the answer? Because I think that B's idea that Mallow maybe didn't hear it might make for better continuity. I don't know. I mean, I'm going to run off and tell people as soon as I can, but...
Yeah, I'm going to say that's completely up to Mallow. I'm going to say unless R has a strong opinion, Karin is here, and we will do the Karin flashback, at the end of Rook before Crozu
Crozu.
asked the question. Yeah.
So
Yeah,
up to you, B.
It's fine if I'm not there.
Okay.
That's perfect. And I will just go on to the ring toss blindly.
Mhm.
And that'll be sick.
Yeah.
Just like, I'm just gonna go toss my feelings
So,
after the vision.
honestly, I
presumably,
don't-
so presumably around the time Cloud reaches Janie to say, Janie, we have news about Azuri, might
Is when-
potentially be around the time that Mallow opens the box. Potentially.
And please let us know what's in the box by the end of this session. I
We're-
know we
we're
I
done,
have,
so-
I have every intention of telling you what's in the box before the end of this session.
I do know, I kind of wanted Crozu to get a tattoo, but I don't feel like they would get a tattoo knowing this knowledge, so perhaps I'll do that later, or said I did it before. I'm not sure.
As long as Conjurationist Medalkin doesn't, die in the next few hours.
I'll kill
Why
you in
would
real
you
life.
say it like
Look at
that?
me. Look at me. What I will do to Allie, I will do to you. I will kill you in real life. You
Why are you
cannot let my
killing-
favorite NPCs die, or you will die also.
Wait, why are you killing Allie? Did Allie kill some of your favorite NPCs?
I've not
Allie
killed
is
anyone
threatening to kill
yet.
our favorite NPC.
Allie!
She's just laying drained in a hospital bed.
In a coma ward from which no one ever wakes up.
Allie.
So you're gonna kill Allie too, right?
You're on our side, right?
You can't fucking kill Rosemary. How will she and Sebastian ever sort their shit out?
Exactly. They're meant to be besties.
Maybe
They're meant to
do
be
it from the
chaotic
ethereal
besties.
plane.
I'll kill you. No. Wrong answer.
Again, dead souls are on the astral plane. And listen, what you said was very tender and romantic, and I am willing to bend my canon around it.
Thank you.
Wait, what did you say? Gone.
That's when you were like, I'm gonna buy it.
No, I don't remember you saying anything tender, just like asking questions about like if it's possible.
It's when I said, because Hannah was like, why are you going to use this diamond that I gave you to use for resurrection? And I was like, Rook just saw
Rook
his
doesn't
ghost
give a shit about
husband.
resurrection. Rook wants to see his husband, and whatever way that happens is how it happens.
Okay, well, I blacked out.
And the keychain gives you the ability to go into the ethereal plane, which in my brain was like, oh, that means you can touch ghosts. And then that gives Rook the opportunity to hug their husband one last time.
Okay, I blacked out for that part.
It's all good and fine and normal, like all of us.
Yeah, we're so normal.
Extremely normal.
So normal, all of us.
I love involving the planar system.
Hell yeah.
So was there anything else we wanted to do before the box opened? Like, do we have any more retroactive stuff we need to get done?
Well,
If anyone has 300 gold, that Rocket Watch is extremely handy and I think would be useful for literally anybody.
Oh, I was gonna buy 2 potions actually, if that's okay. 2 of the two of the max out potions. Yeah, I'll add those
Yep,
in.
there's 60 gold.
right, yeah, but Claude will like stuff the flan cake thing into his beak frantically, and then take off and fly to the guild to inform her.
Okay. I will say, I'm not gonna make you like roll to find her, but Janie is not currently at the guild. She's out enjoying the festival. But like you know her pretty well. You find her fairly efficiently. She's giving Tam like a little bit of a break, although Tam is still with the little adventurers. But she's kind of helping Tam wrangle them.
Yeah.
And she says, Claude, you look like a lot's happened.
Yeah, his feathers are just kind of puffed up, almost like when Max's hackles are raised. Like just same energy of like panic. But yeah, he's just like, Janie, do you know of the person who can foresee the future, Jessica? Because
Yes, I mean she didn't seem that reliable to me, but
she's been quite reliable. She knows things she can't possibly know, and he looks around, he lowers his voice, and he's like, she just informed us that Asuri is a part of the Cult of the Flame. And also
what?
The Night Darts.
And also, and also was a member of the Night Darts.
How do you know that name, Clint?
Is this what the box opens?
I would also like to say, just as a reminder, you probably already remember, but just in case, Crozu did say, did you all know that Janie had a son? And Janie's son was in the Night Darts.
There's this book. We have a book.
A book of.
It's like a journal. And
How do you know about the Night Darts?
Azuri is part of the cult of the Flaming Lamb, and
Azuri died years ago.
It's just the simulacra? Fake
all died
death?
years ago.
No! Oh no! They're meant to be dead, but they're not!
yeah, Clud's like. You remember how you
Sweetheart.
remember how you described Ra, like the color draining from her face, but like you can't see the feathers, so it's just like from her eyes. Like,
Yeah.
It's just like the simulacrums have been wandering around the festival like this.
He didn't have simulacra they didn't have simulacra when they died. At least not to my knowledge. I didn't know everything, and I regret that deeply, but that's a very powerful spell, and they weren't at that level yet.
Then who?
Azuri,
Who's been flying the plane?
but I don't know why you know these names or who told you this, but
Can I roll insight or perception or something? Like
yeah,
just to-
sure. You can roll whatever you want.
Yeah. Just checking. Okay. Yeah, I don't have any bonuses. Nat 20 insight.
Yeah.
As far as Janie is aware, she believes what she is telling you is the absolute truth.
Okay.
Janie not only believes that all of the Night Darts are dead, but was like deeply, deeply hurt by that. And I don't know if you've picked up what Crozu said or not, but like this is an issue that is very painful for Janie. She believes she is telling you the truth, and she's trying to tell it to you as gently as possible. But like, as far as she is concerned, all of the Night Darts have been dead for 300 years. All of them.
They've been dead for 300
The
years!
bathroom's been closed for 40 years.
Also, I can't believe I got to do he's been dead for 30 years. But yeah, she's like, maybe someone had a different name, dear, but or the same name, but
The person we have been interacting with regarding the festival is, well, it's multiple simulacrum of someone calling themselves Azuri. They
Blue tiefling.
a blue tiefling, and
Sharp blue.
they've been like in charge of like making sure that the festival goes off without a hitch, and there's been someone trying to make sure that something goes wrong with the festival, and that's the perfect position, and they're part of the cult.
they were killed by that cult.
Rected by that cult to do evil shit.
I'm sorry.
Tam, can you take care of the children? I need to.
I'm sorry. I see this is very painful for you. It's just an emergency because something's going to happen.
What's going to happen, Clint?
I don't know. It's just that they're in a cult, in the bad cult, and they're in the position of power to do something bad to the festival, which we know is what the cult is planning on doing, and apparently they've been dead for 300 years, or I don't know if she said that in character.
She said years.
They've been dead for some time, but I am telling you that this is the person we have been interacting with. At least their simulacrum, which you say they don't have.
They didn't. Don't. It's if this is what you say you've heard and seen, I believe you, and I understand why you've come to this conclusion, but there must be a mistake somewhere.
Is the person I described the person that you knew?
Yes.
So
Drag her somewhere to find a simulacrum. They're everywhere.
oh yeah, has he like
How has she not noticed them?
yeah.
Is my question.
It
Maybe he has a
does seem odd that despite Janie's involvement in the planning and Azuri's obvious involvement in the planning, there has never once been an instant where Azuri has been in the same room as Janie.
Like I've
Of them.
I've literally been
And-
racking my brain
I'm
and
not
coming to
saying
that
that.
conclusion.
and if there was, no, there wasn't.
Yeah. And if there was, when Dally re-listened once briefly and then asked me a question about it, no, there wasn't.
It was actually Azuri's assistant. It wasn't Azuri.
Mm-hmm.
What are Rook and I doing at this time? Can I just check?
Simply vibing. What I don't know. What do you want to be doing?
I
Sure
just
hope
like
Jane before anything bad happens.
I was thinking that Krozu would probably start heading towards one of the Azuri simulacra, but like they don't have to get there. I just want it to be known that Krozu is not just sitting and waiting. Krozu is actively doing something, but they do not have to. What are you singing?
I said I'm spinning like a ballerina.
Krozu is not spinning like a ballerina. Krozu is being
I said
proactive.
you're Nicki Minaj, and I'm spinning like a ballerina because I don't know anything yet.
Yeah.
I have a question.
Yeah.
In this time where we are vibing productively, would you have perhaps mentioned the fact that Azuri is in charge of the fireworks?
Yeah, could I have done that?
Yeah. I will
like-
say that it's been a long day at the festival and the sun's going down.
Azuri's in charge of the Azuri's in charge of the fireworks.
Yeah, this is like part of like the download, you know? Okay. So, oh gosh, sorry, my battery is running low. I plugged in the laptop again.
Oops.
I keep
That'll
doing
do
this.
it.
I keep getting the laptop and plugging in the charger and not plugging the charger to the laptop. Okay. Rook says, Krozu? I think I am on board with Azuri is secretly bad and trying to do bad things, and also part of the Night Darts, and also...
Which is really confusing because the Night Darts and the Cult of the Flaming Lamb are two different things, but yes, go on.
Yeah. But probably told Elkin to try and explode Karin and Claude with one single firework.
Oh no.
They could do with all of the fireworks?
Who do we tell? Claude's already telling Janie. Do we tell the guard? Do we go after Azuri directly? Do we know where they're keeping the fireworks?
You know, we
Yes,
delivered the
you
fireworks.
delivered the fireworks. They're pretty close to town hall. They have a little tent.
Well, we go to town hall. Right?
And I would like to bring... Yes, we'll go to town hall and let me tell Karin so he can alert the authorities.
Okay.
Yeah.
And I'm going to earring tell Karin what's going on.
Okay. Or if you're still standing by the Jessica's cart, Karin is there.
Okay.
Oh
so-
yeah, we decided.
Oh, that's right. Karin's there.
Yeah.
Karin, tell the authorities.
Okay, Karin will go and tell the authorities.
Okay.
Or whatever has him do next time. But like,
Yeah.
Karin will go and tell the
Realistically, the Temple of Palor, they kind of need to know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I think as we're like going, I think we could just like tell anybody from the guild that we see to look out.
authorities. Okay, roll luck.
Both of us are just Rook.
I got a natural 1.
Oh my god.
I could use my mode of possibility, but it wouldn't change anything.
You do have inspiration. Would you like to use it?
I would like to use it.
Okay.
I got a 14.
Okay. You find Onyx, Steelix, and Kevin.
Nice.
Kevin.
Separately. They're not.
Yes.
Onyx and Steelix are together. Kevin is not.
Presumably Rook is flying ahead and Krozu's taking the slow land-bound way.
Yes.
Yeah.
You do have Ping with you though, so
What a good dog.
Oh, good.
Ping's like, I'm helping.
Yeah, Rook will just kind of like...
Ping doesn't know what's going on. He is just happy to be here.
He's so helpful.
While flying ahead, I think Rook will just simply, like, using the earrings, speak to them in their heads and say, "It's Rook. Osri, the blue tiefling, who's in charge of festival planning, is actually going to try and stop and mess up the festival. He's part of the evil cult and is going to maybe blow everything up with the fireworks. Please keep an eye out on... Please, if you come near Simulacrum, just watch and try and stop them if they do something shifty, but be careful. And tell anyone you know that's trustworthy. Get people to safety." That's it to all of them.
Yeah, you hear Kevin come back with, "I am swifter than the night." And he's gonna run off to get the other Atom Cats.
Oh, come through, Kevin.
Yeah, which, like, listen, they're terrible, but they're not terrible people, you know?
Yeah.
Like they're
not villains.
Yeah.
They're
They're
antagonists,
assholes.
but they're not villains.
Yeah, they're assholes, but at a bare minimum, they would like everyone to see them as heroes, you know?
Yeah, what was
And
the Guardians
sometimes
of the
that's
Galaxy quote? It's like, we may be assholes, but we're not complete d-holes.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Or something.
Yeah. And Onyx and Steelix are going to charge off, and they're going to try to start like corralling people somewhere safe. I will point out that, as Jessica said, her word is not legally admissible. You guys are going to need to find some evidence before you present this somewhere.
Yeah.
I will say, the fact that Janie has informed us that Azuri has been dead for 300 years is pretty good evidence that something hinky's going on.
Yeah.
As told you anyway. Oh, actually, can I be running to Mallow to warn her?
Yeah.
And then, and I won't get there before the box opens.
Yeah.
I'm spinning like a ballerina.
Okay. So, Mallow,
Yes.
we are now back to the start of the session.
Okay, great.
You have placed the key in this box, and the key is Rowan's key, and the box you recognize as Rowan's box. It's one of her things. But you never knew what was inside it. In the Myth of Pandora's box, the last thing inside is a little bit of hope.
Mm-hmm.
And what you see when you open this box is a moment where you are transported to this dank underground tunnel. The dirt beneath you is soft and loamy. The pines smell sort of green. And you, as you look around, you realize you are looking from Rowan's perspective. And you see Sylvanas, who is alive but looks to be injured, holding off a creature that's just out of view, as behind her you see a male hunter, an orc like you, staggering and bleeding as he runs into a magic portal, encouraging his fluffy white dog to go first.
Snowdrop's dad?
And as the vision clears, you see inside the box is the hunting knife that you commissioned for Rowan's birthday maybe 10, 15 years ago, that she has kept with her ever since. Are you cool, bud? I love you.
Give me a hug.
I'm coming. What? It's okay, or is it overwhelming? It's okay.
We'll fix this part in post.
Yeah.
This is the one time we can legally say we'll fix it in post.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, truncate silence will take care of it.
It's okay.
Oh, no,
This is
Clover.
big feelings.
I looked at Clover and her tail is twitching.
Finish my note about this.
Yeah, I'm definitely glad we did all the other stuff first.
Yeah.
Yeah.
As you're still standing kind of dazed by this, beside you, you hear, Dad, what is it? What is it?
Is this in character?
Yes.
Dad,
I'm sobbing uncontrollably.
Dad, why is your face wet?
And I just kneel down and I hug Snowdrop as tight as I can.
Oh god.
Snowdrop's going to, lick the tears off your face, replacing them with probably more slobber,
Yeah.
but you know she loves you.
But the love is
Less
what's
salty slobber.
Precious salt water. Is Mallow still in front of Ring Toss?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
just fully crying right in front of everyone's salad.
Yeah.
And the Osprey
yeah.
salad.
Listen, no one could see the vision except Mallow. So
Like, you know, we've all been to carnivals. There's
Like I
always-
literally everyone in the vicinity just sees someone random opening a box and bursting into tears with no fucking context.
And if anyone looks, peers over your shoulder, they're just like, it's just a hunting knife. I don't get it.
yeah, there's the hunting knife is it's a nice knife. It's very recognizable because the handle is mostly wooden, but there's a metal inlay of a flower in it, and that's whatever flower you would have chosen.
It would be a mallow.
As I posted in the chat, we've all been to a carnival and seen that one person having a mental breakdown in the middle of it all.
It's usually a small child, but damn, they do be crazy, huh?
If you haven't seen it, then you're the one having the breakdown.
Yeah.
Actually, that's very true because when I went to the carnival the last time, that it was me.
Mm-hmm.
It's an overstimulating place.
Yeah.
So that's fun. So that's the box. On the plus side, it wasn't full of a swarm of blue beetles.
Good.
No, it was not.
It was just full of sadness.
Full of tears. B.
Yeah.
Let me know whenever Krozu finds Mallow.
B doesn't have, B isn't crying, he just has something in his eyes.
B's just a very good actor.
What's in his eyes?
I am such a good actor, bro.
What's in his eyes?
Is it tears?
I think narratively, we give Mallow a second to really just hug Snowdrop,
Mm-hmm.
and then I will let you catch up. You basically almost trip over Mallow because you are looking for someone 7 feet tall, and currently Mallow is, I don't know, 3.5 feet. I don't know how folded over,
Probably
but
like four.
Probably
yeah,
just like-
I don't know.
4.5 feet.
I don't know.
Not 7 feet tall.
Yeah,
Shorter. Trippable.
Yeah,
trippable.
Probably a little over half that height, yes.
And you hear Snowdrop say, Dad, Crozu's here.
It's
Dad.
Ping! It's Ping!
Dad, Crozu and Ping are here.
Mallow? What? I'm immediately going to look to an Asri simulacrum and go, well, what did you do?
No!
She won the ring toss.
And you made her cry over it?
I'm fine.
No, I gave her a prize.
I'm going to, immediately drop to my
If you
knees.
won this completely not rigged ring toss, I would have given you a prize.
I just drop to my knees and, put my hand on Mallow's shoulders, hey, you okay?
Not really.
I'm just gonna, hesitate for a moment and then just full on throw my arms around her and hold her tight.
Mallow dissolves into sobs again.
Gay!
Azuri throws up their hands and walks away. like Azuri number 3 has places to be right now.
Just like, I'm evil and don't have
Azuri
time.
Number 4.
Not
that
the one at the
was-
ring toss.
Yeah, that one was the one.
Like, Azuri is too evil to care about this,
Mm-hmm.
and
Excuse you. Evil is a very relative term.
they're in a cult that's planning on a terrorist attack.
Yeah.
Morally questionable.
Evil is a slightly relative term, and it's maybe not relative enough to dig Azuri out of the hole. But listen.
They don't think they're evil.
I mean, based on what Janie said, it might not be Azuri. This might be some kind of resurrection bullshit.
That's the only name we have for this person at the moment.
True.
So
I'm gonna say, Mallow, I'm so sorry, but we can talk about this at some point. But Azuri's working for the cult, and we think they might have something bad planned.
She stops crying, but like in that weird hiccupy fucked up way where it's like clear that she wasn't done.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I'm just having a flashback to I went out and I said, "What's the matter?" You said, "Oh, really?" Yeah.
Relatable.
And she like scrubs her face really hard, and she's like, "Fuck it, let's do this."
Snowdrop looks at Krozu and is like, "Do you know why Dad's eyes were wet? Dad was leaking, and he wouldn't tell me why."
No, bud, we'll figure it out later. And I just kind of like gently grasp Mallow's upper arm, and I'm like, "We'll talk about it later, okay?"
Okay.
Okay. Rook went to town hall. Let's try and meet him there.
Claude went to Janie.
Okay.
I will explain on the way that we think it might be fireworks related.
Okay. Rook, what are you doing at town hall?
I'm going to.
This will be really embarrassing if nothing happens, and then it turns out that we just stirred a panic for
Listen-
nothing.
Yeah, I have.
That's not going to happen.
Yeah. No, listen. I've been seeding clues for months just to make you guys look like idiots.
Because she thought it'd be
Rook
funny.
is going to
It
leave
would
I
be
did.
funny.
It would have been very funny.
a small wooden mouse figurine on the steps.
I'm trying to remember. Is this the one that screams when people pass?
No, this is the one that plays Pink Panther when you're sneaking.
But you're not
No.
sneaking.
And it's- I know, I'm leaving the mouse there so it can do Pink Panther while I sneak.
Okay.
Will that work?
It has a 30-foot range.
Okay.
So if you want advantage on your sneak check, you must be within 30 feet of the Pink Panther theme song.
Okay.
But if you can figure out a way to make that work, I will allow it.
You find a way to utilize the useless durable dun trinket? That's impressive.
utilize
Hey,
so many trinkets
it-
right now.
It does give you advantage on your sneak check. It just vastly increases the DC.
Okay, I'm going to use my. Let me find it. The bronze pentacle rat head etching.
Okay.
No, that's not the one. Sorry, wooden pan flute. I would like to summon my rats.
Oh my god.
Are you using the wooden pan flute or the metal pan flute?
Jesus
I'm
Christ.
using the wooden pan flute that smells weird, made of metal. Okay, it's the metal one.
Okay, because you have a wooden pan flute, and because you bought everything this man owns, including 2 pan flutes,
Yes.
you also have a slightly slimy metal pan flute.
I would like to use slightly slimy metal pan flute that summons
Okay.
the rats.
The boys are here.
The boys are here.
Yeah, there's a big chunky rat
Yeah.
who's here, who's ready. He's still got the like necklace chain wrapped around his knuckles. There's another one thumping just the tiniest pipe. They're ready.
All right.
What do you need?
I need you to go in there, into that town hall where the fireworks are, and I show them where I point at where that is exactly. If you see a blue person, you come find me. Show me where they are. Are rats colorblind?
I'm finding
Hey, Dally!
we are all
Dally?
Googling.
Dally, are colorblind?
Are what?
Are rats colorblind?
I don't know. I never asked mine.
Okay.
How dare you not have
Okay.
prepared for this
They
eventuality?
they have a very similar color.
You're in luck. They're red-green colorblind, but they can see blue.
Okay, sick. Yeah. A blue tiefling. You see them, you come find me. Keep an eye out.
Okay. Now I know will frighten you, but I need you to make me a handle animal check. Remember, they are predisposed to do what you want, but they will not necessarily do it for free or do it well.
Please let the urgency in Rook's voice persuade them.
Animal handling. Oh, that's a wisdom thing. That's great. That's a fun.
It finally happened.
It really happened. I almost drank that potion of animal friendship just now. I almost just like popped it and chugged it.
Yeah.
I'm glad I didn't.
One puts out a hand, and you take like the last little crumb of
The egg.
The egg.
of the egg stuff, and that is enough for payment.
Nice.
And they all skitter to different points of entry. To you want them inside town hall?
I want them to keep watch.
Okay. You guys would know from having been part of the committee. Well, not part of the committee, but part of the beautification committee and like carrying these. The fireworks were stored outside of town hall for obvious safety reasons. They are now, they theoretically, if everything goes according to plan, they are now moved into town hall at the end of the evening and will be shot off of town hall's roof.
Okay, then yeah, I want them to go. Basically, what I'm hoping they'll do is do a quick search of the building, and if they see a area, to tell me, and if they don't, just like set up watch.
Okay. They are going to do their best for you, and they are boosted by you having a good handle animal check. And I'm selecting dice I haven't rolled yet today because I am not superstitious, but I am a little stitious.
That's very good wordplay, I approve.
Oh, you didn't need that.
New top surgery just dropped.
Clover.
Oh, God.
Clover, they're already gone. Stop pawing at them.
She's got her claws just like...
Oh, come here, baby.
God, she's so talented at just finding the most intimate
Dad
parts of
needs
your
you.
body.
He's had an emotional day.
I've had an emotional day.
Oh, sure, you won't rake his tits off.
Not today, at least.
Anyways. The rats do a sweep of the building, maybe not as quickly as you'd like, but you're pretty confident they've been relatively thorough. The big rat with the chain on its knuckles that seems to be the giant rat that makes all of the rules comes back to you, but then runs off to attend watch.
Okay, I would like to go check out the fireworks.
Okay. They are up on the roof right now. Are you down for that?
Okay. So here's the thing. I know as a player, this is a very bad idea to walk into a boss fight all by myself.
Oh, don't do it.
Rook is worried about the townspeople, has the death of a loved one on their mind. It's kind of ripped open that
gaping wound
a little bit. And there are a lot of people in this town that Rook cares for.
Okay.
Rook is going to go carefully. And Krozu knows where Rook went, and so do all of the guild people Rook pass. And I have a cloak of protection in Anil's favorite color, and that's going to save me.
Okay.
What's his favorite color?
Light blue.
Nice.
And I'm just looking desperately through my different stuff just to check.
No reason.
Just to check, no reason.
It's fine.
And I'm going to coat the tip of my spear in cobra venom.
Okay.
And also,
I forgot you guys bought. Well, I say you guys. I forgot you specifically bought Cobra Venom.
4 uses of the Cobra Venom left. I would like to coat 2 darts and my spear in them. So that's 3 uses.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
I'm just gonna say.
And the Cobra Venom on the spear, and I guess the darts, if you walk over and pick them up, will not be used until you make a successful hit with them. So.
Excellent.
I just don't like that you can like waste
All that
poisons and
It just
stuff.
feels like it wouldn't wipe off. You know?
Yeah, like what it like I wouldn't let it like go between encounters because it probably like dries eventually. But that feels so whack to me. If it just like if you just wave it in the air and it's like no more venom.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
I'm just saying in real life you would not convince me to then touch that blade.
Yeah.
Oh, and I have, but I think everyone who has a sending stone that I would call Janie has already been warned. So
Yeah. Janie is emotionally compromised.
yeah. So yeah, I'm just gonna
She's
go
not
in.
the only one.
I'm gonna sneak.
There's a lot
I'm
going
sneaking
on.
in. I'm specifically being
Okay.
stealthy up
Are
onto the roof.
Are you sneaking through the building onto the roof? Or are you flying up to the roof?
I am flying up to the roof,
Okay.
and if there's nothing to see on the roof, I'll simply go down. But the roof
Okay.
seems like the most priority place.
Okay. Go ahead and make me a stealth check.
Love the ominous thunder in the background.
It's gonna be fine. I'm sure it's fine. It's gonna be great.
Not a bad one.
Well, that's something.
Okay. So that is a 11.
I have great news for you.
Yeah.
He rolled a 3.
Thank God.
So when you get up there, you see that one of the Azuris is indeed like fiddling with the fireworks, setting things up, making sure everything's ready to go. And they have their back to you, and you are an owl, so your wings are very quiet. I'm gonna say roll me. They took mechanics out. Let me see what skills exist. Can I see your? I just want to see what skills exist. Okay. Do you have alchemy proficiency?
I do, actually, because of the anneal.
Yeah.
Don't I have alchemist?
Yeah, you have
down there?
alchemist tools down here.
Hey, I have
Okay.
a question.
Yeah.
Do you have alchemy?
I do.
Proficiency.
I specifically have alchemy proficiency. Thank
Okay,
you.
well, alchemy will not help you.
I also have alchemy.
But yeah, I will let you make me an intelligence-based alchemist tools roll.
Are you sure it's not like wisdom because it's from my
No,
heart?
No, it's intelligence because it requires knowing things
God
about
damn it.
alchemy.
It's a natural 1.
Oh no. You could replace it with a natural 1.
I could replace it with a natural 1.
Can I replace it with a 12?
Technically, yes.
Would a 12 do anything? Do I get to know?
Yes. I mean, you don't. Okay, here's what I will say is you don't know that it will succeed, but you certainly know that it will not be a natural 1.
Which could be devastating.
I guess not. Just
Okay.
because I don't know if it'll succeed.
That's
It's up to you.
Okay. Oh, and before I
It is-
die, let me just go ahead. I forgot to take out
The-
45 from Jessica.
Yeah.
So
The rolls are as far as like the motes of possibility go, the rolls are above the table and transferable. So like you don't have to be in the same scene as the person.
oh, that's nice.
If B did want to give you that 12, I would have allowed it even though you are alone.
Okay.
Allie, I do want to say, look on the bright side. You have a diamond, and we're going to find it on Rook's body, and then we're going to use it to revivify you.
Yes.
Only if you find it in the 60 seconds.
You heard Rollins specifically say that.
You are going to need to find it within 60 seconds and have someone who can cast 3rd level spells with you.
It'll be fine.
It'll be great. It'll be great. All right, cool. I rolled a natural 1. What does that do for me?
Okay. As far as you are aware, everything that is happening here appears to be a completely normal setup process for a normal fireworks display. It's, you know, I don't think I want to like make you doubt yourself or doubt the information you got from Jessica too deeply here. Because like that is information you have. I think you realize that she's a reliable source and trust her. And even if you didn't, you trust the rest of your party. So I don't think this makes you like not suspicious of Azuri or anything.
I just don't think Azuri's like.
Yeah, but whatever has happened or will happen, you do not notice anything wrong with the fireworks display, and you do not notice Azuri doing anything suspicious in this moment.
Okay.
And also, you don't know which Azuri this is.
Yes, that's true. And we've noticed absolutely no difference between that. That's correct.
Yeah, they all have personalized clipboards. But there's not like as far as you have seen, there's not like a brand on their shoulders or something. You've been working pretty closely with Azuri's 2, 3, and 4. So at this point, like I would say if you spent a little time like studying them, I would let you roll like an intelligence check. To check for like, you know, mannerisms, little like their mannerisms are pretty identical, but like there's, you know, one of them has like a tiny little scar on their finger from like cutting a pen nib that the other two don't have.
Yeah.
And, you know, another one has like a piercing that's like slightly off place, that kind of thing.
Is Azuri 1 the same as Azuri Prime?
Yeah, Azuri Prime is Azuri 1.
So, wait, have we never met Azuri Prime?
You have never met Azuri Prime?
Fascinating.
I think in this moment, Rook doesn't see Azuri doing anything suspicious. And if Azuri knows we're onto them, we might never find out what they did if they've already done it.
Okay.
So I think Rook is going to stay hidden and watch.
Okay. I'm going to need another self check for that.
Okay. How'd Azuri do?
Why do you ask?
Okay, that's +6 because I've got stealth star. That's great.
That's good.
So that's a 14. That's not bad. That's better than middle.
It's pretty solid. Azuri got a 19 on the die.
Great.
They don't actually have proficiency in perception, so it's only a 20 total. But yeah, no. They kind of dust off their hands, and you looking at them, you kind of see this interesting thing where when they hear just like the slightest tickle of your feathers, because like you didn't do badly, they were just really on their game. You see them like whip around, like very startled, and you have this moment of seeing that like intense adventurer that you haven't really seen from, you know, party planner, super urbane effete guy, who's been, you know, telling you where to put the flowers and things. And you see like they have turned around, there is a spell already in their hands, and when they see you, they like put it down, and they're just like, Rook, are you here for the grand finale?
Yes. I just wanted to see if you needed any more help. You know, I mean, fireworks, that's part of beautification, right?
That's so kind of you. So kind. I will need a roll. It can be performance or deception. I will even take persuasion.
I would love to give you persuasion, please. I have very good persuasion. I have 2 proficiency.
I want to die.
Okay. So,
Hello, Maximum.
7,
Hi, Max.
22.
I'm not going to tell you what they rolled.
Oh, great.
I hate that. I hate that. I hate that.
And they say, that's so very kind of you. You know, I have things mostly wrapped up, but if you would like to do me the honor of lighting the fuse?
Rook says, well, sure. Oh no! Rook says,
It's a little. Dally waved.
oh my god,
Waving goodbye.
This is a Build-A-Bear owl called Doctor Who that I got for Dave ages ago, and I'm like, I feel the need to hug an owl.
Just in case.
Just in case, no reason.
I think that Rook is going to take, we'll say, of course, I'd be honored. And is going to step towards the crates, and I'm going to say that Rook is taking this opportunity to see if Azuri had done anything to them like previously, because that's kind of like what Rook had on the mind. Is that okay?
Yeah, that's fine. I will let you go ahead and re-roll that Alchemist Tools roll. Again, that is Alchemist Tools using intelligence.
19, thank God. Okay, 19 with intelligence, right? That's okay. That's a +0, but I've got a +3 proficiency, so that's a 22.
Okay. Now, Rook famously is not very familiar with arcane magic.
Yes.
I would say famously, hugely, notoriously.
Very bad with it.
But the reason Rook is not familiar with arcane magic is because Rook grew up in Nomina. And from the time you were born, you were surrounded with wonders of the mechanical and the alchemical. You are looking at these fireworks and you see where Darksteel has made these, perfectly normal, if exceptionally well-made fireworks. But you also see little cuts made in the top that have like little bits of liquids or powders just trailing out. And you have seen Darksteel work. She is meticulous. She is efficient. And also, these little cuts were very clearly made after the rockets were like fully formed and sealed.
Mm-hmm.
You also see a couple of like triggering runes. These fireworks are not necessarily designed to like explode and kill everyone or something like that. But what they are designed to do is what did you roll again?
22.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know about you.
What they are designed to do is sort of scatter people, cause chaos, like take like the large majority of people out of a fight, basically. I don't think Rook is actually familiar with the spell like hypnotic pattern as written.
Mm-hmm.
But like you've seen illusionists before, and you know that sometimes like sometimes illusionists are just like fun, and sometimes there are like military trained illusionists who are who can make images that go beyond sort of interesting and fun into like magically enthralling.
Mm-hmm.
And that is what you were dealing with here.
Okay. Sorry, I was listening to the whole time while also frantically scrolling through my bunch of trinkets to see what could help me here.
Mm-hmm.
You got any fake fire? You got any electric candles?
I don't suppose just turning around and saying,
Rook says, Rook says, I would be honored. Would you mind lighting this candle so that I really feel like, my family has this big tradition where we come together, all together, and make candles. And this is a community being brought together, and I think this. Will you light this candle for me?
Okay, out of character, what the let me see the description. I don't want to spoil it for the table, but I need to know. I need you to roll the biggest fucking deception check.
Come on, Rook.
And I'm going to tell you right now, I will not tell you what Azuri gets.
Deception?
Mm-hmm. Okay. Azuri says, "Of course, my dear. That's this specific candle." But and you see them like flick their finger, and like it's like a little lighter is on their finger, and they touch it to the candle, and then they go, "Ugh, maybe it is kind of an old wick," and they touch it to the candle.
Oh, that candle.
And you see them kind of get a little frustrated, and they just like start like flicking their fingers, and like a bigger mote of fire.
Yeah, Rook winces a
kind
little
of.
bit, but tries actually can I roll to see if I can stop myself from wincing?
Yeah, roll me a wisdom check, saving throw.
That's
one.
an open flame right near the fireworks.
That's a natural 1 plus 4.
It really sucks that you bought the natural 1, which is extremely useful, but like
5 plus.
When do others arrive on the scene?
I was wondering that.
Ruth has bought you a fair bit of time, is what I will say.
That's what I'm doing right now, is trying to buy time.
I'm gonna riot.
That's a 6, so I think he definitely catches that I'm like nervous around fire.
Yeah. You see him, his eyes kind of flick, like, or their eyes, sorry. Azuri was, when I had a different gender makeup in line for the night darts, Azuri was one of the people whose genders I transed.
Oops.
It do be like that.
It do be like that sometimes.
Sometimes our characters trans their genders,
Mhm.
and that's okay.
But they kind of like look at their hand as like the fire in their hand is like not threateningly, but like with clear sort of frustration, getting bigger and bigger. And then like glance at you, and you see their eyebrows kind of go, but they don't like say anything. And then finally they like swirl their hand, and instead of like a bigger fire, you see it's back to sort of this small fire that's just on a finger, but it's like a blowtorch. And they hold it there for a second, and
meanwhile Rook is just like nervous about the fire, but just being like, yes, my family's candle.
Yeah.
Please do this for me, kind sir.
And
Kind person.
I'm gonna say this gives the rest of you, I would say, an extra minute and a half to get there and help bail Rook out.
I'm just trying to figure out how Clud knows to get there.
Yeah, I will remind you that while these fireworks Rook has discovered are not specifically intended to kill per se, if you are standing on the roof of the town hall when a big fireball goes off and blows up all the fireworks at once, that will be a problem for all of you medically.
Does that mean that Osri was Osri going to set off the fireworks?
Yeah, but there's a timed fuse.
Oh, I see. That makes sense.
Yeah. Which, like, Rook's examination would have revealed a timed fuse.
Yeah.
And whether or not Osri intended you to be out of the way at the end of that timed fuse, anyone's guess. But, like Osri did originally set this up so that they could set off the fireworks without, dying. But if, someone, say, gets very frustrated and just chucks a bunch of fire somewhere, that gets into more iffy territory.
Not that anyone's getting frustrated with their fire spells or anything.
Yeah.
No, of course not.
Of course not. Why would they?
As you guys get nearer, you hear, you're sure we must do this with your family candle. It seems...
My grandmother blessed this.
Did she bless it against fire, dear?
No, it's a candle. It's supposed to be lit.
Who of us can hear this?
I think roll me a perception check, and if you get above, let's say 13, you can hear this from the ground.
All of us are congregating now.
That was my understanding based on what you guys told me, but
I'm just trying to figure out because like Clud was talking to Janie, and then we just kind of cut away, and I'm not sure how Clud and Janie get there.
Okay.
I mean,
What
would Rook have?
I was thinking like at least if we want to think of like how they get there, Clud's next plan, like if we cut back to him, was going to be basically saying, "Hey, I will show you one of these simulacrums. I've seen multiple around the festival." Which in this case could lead them in the direction of Town Hall where they overhear this.
Yeah. I don't think you can necessarily overhear that conversation because it's not being screened.
Shouted, yeah.
And you're not going directly to Town Hall, but you are near enough by that if something big happens, you will hear and see them.
Okay, that's fair.
And presumably, like, if Mallow and I are there, we can flag you down, or you can see us.
That's a good point too.
I got a 21, by the way, so I think I hear it.
You definitely hear it.
Okay. I don't know what my bonus is, but that's a 19 on the die.
That's a really good roll, my friend.
Yeah. So,
I hope I'm not
it's
being
a
over.
22.
Okay, yes. You guys definitely hear this, like...
We must use your pen.
This like, Scooby-Doo-ass exchange on the roof of Town Hall as Rook buys everyone just a little more time. Have you guys tried to warn anyone on your way there?
I don't think there was time.
I think we were just booking it. I think Cruzy's just so intent on figuring out what's going wrong that it doesn't actually occur to them to tell anyone else.
Okay.
Yeah, like, while Clud is, like, trying to take Janie in that general direction, I'm guessing there's, like, people getting freaked out around them, and...
Yeah,
I will say, like, Cruzy is running like that something's on fire.
And there will be!
Hopefully
No, there won't! Rook is specifically holding the candle that doesn't go on fire!
Okay, so, mostly what you see as you run past are a lot of people angrily shouting at Onyx and Steelix about how they don't have to go anywhere, and this is all nonsense, and they shouldn't. Onyx and Steelix did not make their charisma checks very good.
Onyx and Steelix?
And somebody just throw a trash can.
Yeah,
It's Max.
someone has
street
thrown
dog.
a whole trash can at Onyx and Steelix. And honestly, the saddest part of it is the way that Onyx very casually ducks the trash can as if this has happened before.
But yeah, so I know, like, Clud's intention as he's been, moving along is to, get Janie to see, this is a simulacrum of the person we've been talking about. That was his intention, but he sees Onyx and Steelix, and he's just kind of like, are they close enough that he can just kind of like step over and be like,
Yeah.
what's going on?
Yeah, you can hear Farmer Plod saying, "There ain't no dang evils in the council.
Oh boy.
You're just afraid of small town government." I'm going to small town govern my
Your son.
in the ass in a second. But yeah, you hear you think Steelix say, "Well, actually, sir, it's governing is a lot more complicated than that. And it's not that I'm concerned about small town government. It's just that, without appropriate checks and with limited media attention, sometimes it's easier for corruption to infiltrate at the local level. And that's when the trash can gets thrown."
Yeah.
Clud wants to talk to them and ask what they're doing and what's going on, but there's a crowd around them throwing trash cans at them.
Yeah, they are.
So.
I would say it becomes clear through context clues that they are trying to get people to safety.
Clud kind of looks over at Janie and he's just kind of like, I didn't know that this was happening. I just came here I just needed to tell you about what I knew. Now this is happening.
It seems that a lot is happening. Are you certain that you've gotten good information? Because, frankly, if you haven't, if this is some sort of oopsie, this would be incredibly damaging to both the guild and the Temple of Pelor. And I don't mean to say that you have. I know you wouldn't do that on purpose, but the things that you're telling me are...
I am telling you that the person we saw. I am telling you what they looked like and what their name was. I am telling you that we spoke to, that Krozu spoke to this person and noticed a few key details which prompted them to speak to the Jessica, which I understand that you are skeptical of. However, when we spoke to Jessica, she knew things about us that we had never told her and that she couldn't possibly know otherwise. As such, I have reason to believe that when she knew this fact about Azuri, that it was an additional fact that she couldn't have possibly known, which she knew due to her whatever powers that she has.
I mean, there are certainly such things as divination wizards. Azuri was one of them. I just... to have that absolute knowledge of the past and future would be extraordinary. I just...
Like, at the very least, I can show you that something strange is going on when I show you the simulacrum of a person who is years dead, who, in your own words, did not have a simulacrum. I can show you. Something's going on.
I trust you, Claude. Lead the way.
Yeah, he is going to take her... he's going to... I don't know where he would have last been like, oh, Azuri might be here, but hopefully it's in the direction of Town Hall.
Okay, yeah.
We knew that they were running a bunch of games, right?
Yes.
I will say that Rook had told Onyx and Steelix about the fireworks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do
make me a perception check.
Okay. Do Onyx and Steelix roll really well on perception? See Cled and say, go to Town Hall!
I'm sorry, Onyx and Steelix roll well?
I rolled an 18.
Okay, you do hear Onyx saying, please, all we're asking is that you form a safe perimeter away from Town Hall.
Cled starts leading Janie to Town Hall. Just like, okay, that's where the danger is.
Yeah. You do have to kind of tug Janie away, because she does look like she wants to sort of stop and help Onyx and Steelix, but you, the three of you are now at the base of Town Hall, and Rook is up on the roof.
The three of us? So Cled is there too? Or?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, you got Clud and Janie are now there.
Okay.
I think this was, this... God, I'm so sorry. This was my granny's last candle making.
She died!
Before she died.
I apologize if this question is a bit insensitive, darling. But was she perhaps deep in the throes of senility and mistook the substance making this candle for something else? Maybe
Are you suggesting that my granny, who made candles for her whole life, every year at this family gathering, didn't know how to make a candle in her sleep with her hands tied behind her back and her eyes closed?
That is an extremely dangerous way to make a candle.
Well, no, I mean, she didn't do it, but she could. She could have, even to her last day.
It was her last wish that this candle be.
Okay. Azuri is losing patience with you.
Yeah. Can I persuade him to
continue?
I will. This is so important
I will give you one more roll to let them fly up, get up the stairs, or something. Mm-hmm. You are going to lose them after this roll. Regardless, but this is going to be the amount of patience that they have for your shenanigans.
I have a way for us to get up there quicker. Just let me know.
I have a question.
Me?
Yes.
Okay.
Coffee. Would you say that it is majority parts water?
I would say that it is majority parts water.
Okay.
No! Don't do it! Don't fucking do it!
would you say if an item was perhaps
Don't!
by
There's
water?
fireworks!
You're fucking what?
If an item was triggered by water, would you say it would be triggered by coffee?
Yes, absolutely.
Okay, I say,
Me too, Clover.
Azuri, maybe you're right about the candle. Maybe this wasn't the flame it was supposed to light. But would you partake in one last tradition with me before we light the wick?
Roll me the check of your life.
Meanwhile, I'm burning 2 level 2 spell slots to give Spider Climb to me and Mallow so we can just fucking scale the building?
Okay, it's okay. I got this. So it's 6, plus 6 is 12, plus 1 is 13. And whatever Azuri rolled, he rolled a nat 1. Sorry, they rolled a nat 1.
Of course, dear, if that will make you feel better about the fact that this candle's useless.
Really would. This is a great blow to me. And I take out my flask of coffee, and I reach into my pouch, and I pull out a bean. And I say, there's a tradition in my family where we eat one of these beans that we grew in our own garden before a momentous occasion.
I can't watch.
Would you here? I have some coffee to wash
This
it down.
is so much worse than I thought it was going to be, and I thought it was
Oh.
going to be grisly.
I thought it was going to be bad, but no, this is worse.
The bean, and I hand him my flask of coffee. Or sorry, them. Fuck.
I physically cannot watch this.
Do you need me to cover your ears?
No.
I need to look up a table.
Maybe I don't need to use Spider Climb.
I mean, if you think you don't know what's happening up there, so
True.
we can hear it, but we don't know what's gonna happen.
Okay. Do you want to roll the percentile die?
I would love to.
Okay.
Shaking. Here it is.
Just immediately get thrown off the roof again by whatever's about to happen.
47.
Sorry. I have to open this result in a new tab.
This is going to encourage Rook to spend more of their savings on durable done trinkets. If it works.
Allie,
Yes.
I need you to roll a d4 and then add 8.
It's gonna be good.
That's 1, so that's 9.
Okay. Hang on. I just need, okay.
It is dead silent in this room right now. Not even Max made a noise just then. He was like, I'm waiting.
I feel it's only fair to randomly generate what comes next. So that's going to take me a moment.
I'm so excited to read.
Dally's gonna have to just truncate some fucking silence.
Truncate
No.
silence is an automatic thing.
That wasn't a dig at the fact that there's silence going on right now. That was me just saying, I can't wait to see R react.
Maximum, please don't do this.
Well, I see just the worst.
He's offering ambiance. Stressful
I'm
ambiance
editing it out.
in post.
Listen, do you want to know why, if I actually edit properly, it takes so long? It's
Because of stuff like this?
Yeah.
because of stuff like this. I love you. I love you and I bear you no ill will. I know it can't be helped, but yes.
Oh, what's that face, Hannah?
It's not
Okay. All right. So, Azuri takes the bean from you, gestures cheerfully and far too trustingly, and says, well, bottoms up, or mazel tov, or whatever owls do. They swallow the bean, they wash it down with coffee, and they say, oh, I feel quite ill all of a sudden. And then their body rips apart in a spray of gore and viscera as 9 Kuatoa climb out.
What?
Oh, hey, fish people. I love Kuatoa.
Come out of him!
I mean, that's one way to sidestep a boss fight, I suppose.
Yeah, and all of them kind of look around, just like, Dad!
I'm Dad?
Dad!
I want to know, Root just starts hyperventilating, like, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. Hi! Kids?
Hi, Dad!
Oh my gosh, you're so sweet. Here, have these, have these,
Oh god.
these are some, I hand each of them a little, like, Turkish Delight-esque elven gnomish candy because they're my children, and I'm going to very...
Father feeds us with his bounty. And Brooke,
Yeah.
as they say this and they start chorusing, Father feeds us, Father feeds us. Your feathers start to glow,
Oh!
and
Oh, no.
they will be here for the next minute. But there's an interesting racial feature of Kuatoa.
Yeah, I'm aware.
For the next 60 seconds, you have ascended to godhood. And that is where we're gonna end session.
Oh my god!
I can't believe you fucking done this.
We survived, but we're dead!
You summoned 9 Kuatoa. Are these, like, new Kuatoa that didn't exist before? Or, like, did they exist and they've just been transported here?
They were born fully formed inside of Azuri. I think I said 3.
You know, I really fucking hope Uzuri was working for the Cult of the Flaming Lamb, or else we're gonna look so bad.
Do you know what I was?
So.
Do you know why I was raising my hand?
Why?
Because Janie is going to get to the roof,
No!
and Missouri is going to be a pile of viscera.
Oh, yeah, no. Like, again, we have ended session, but I want to be clear. Viscera is now raining on all of you. Like, it is gnarly.
Check.
What?
I probably should have rolled an insight check at some point first.
Oh my
No,
god.
listen, at the table, you were right. But, like,
No, yeah, obviously we were right, but
But let's think about in character.
like we know he sabotaged that they sabotaged the fight. We do know. It's just like, oh no, this is very permanent what we've just done.
Yeah, like even in
What about the
character,
gem?
like,
Oh no, if he had a if Azri had a gem and the gem was on him, I'm sure the gem's fine, right? The gem's magic.
The gem wouldn't explode like the viscera. Like the gem would probably just like pop out of the viscera.
I don't know
Hopefully.
about top of the
It'll
viscera, but,
like plop out the way on Minecraft drop down.
Oh
like
yeah,
if
yeah.
it would just fully like burst open, like that would like basically expel anything attached to his body as well. Like in the, I'm gonna stop.
I'm gonna stop the recording. Good night, everyone.
good night.